What's up with it? Who is that in the building? What's happening? I see we got two people in the building. Yeah, we just gonna try to filibuster until we can let a few people get up in here because I'm actually on time today. I ain't never really been on time for too much or nothing. What's up, Black Q? How you doing, Latonya Johnson? What's up with it, Mike? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. How y'all doing today? Oh shit, mammy first. You know I was gonna be here. Ain't no doubt. Hey, what's up there, Cookie? Y'all, I ain't never had. We ain't never been on time like we on time today. James Blake, what's happening? Latanya Guy. Uh, 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 Micah Harris, what's up with it? Black Games from Arizona. Salute out, shout out to Arizona. Uh, Shit, I'm on time today, and we got a few people on time. Normally, it take me about 2-3 minutes for everybody to get on here. Yeah, man, it's all I'm good, man. I got my health and my strength, my mental faculties intact, and I got the wherewithal and the courage to challenge the status quo. Shout out Kevin Taylor. What's up at work, OG? Listening to some. Hey man, I appreciate you sharing some of your time. East Oakland checking in. What's up with it, East Oakland? Uh We barely at 2 minutes, so I'm gonna hold up just a few more minutes. Goes to show you this topic. Buddy wrote what? Buddy wrote the new relationship guru. Buddy wrote the new relationship guru. I don't know who Buddy Rowe is, but man, I actually had a different subject I was gonna talk about today, but situations and circumstances pushed me this way. I wanted to go that way, but some other stuff came to me and made me come this way. So here I am. But in any event, I think it's a much needed conversation. I think it's a much needed dialogue. I think it's a conversation that we oftentimes don't be truthful about how we feel as it pertains to the subject, because it's people that even hear the subject, want to engage in the subject, but due to their situations and circumstances, they can't even engage in the subject. That's what I called operating from a compromised state. When you want to do something, you want to express something about yourself, but you can't because it potentially could cause problems that you're not equipped to deal with. If that's your reality, then you operate from a compromised state. And anytime you spend a lot of time operating from a compromised state, you're going to have a lot of problems. And you might end up losing yourself along the way. So the moral of the story is to try to stay out of them. I'm trying to get some of that light up off my ass. Yeah, the moral of the story is to try to not operate from compromised states. You'll be a lot happier and a lot less stressful. We got 26 people in the building, and we almost at 5 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I'm gonna go on and get into it. Don't be telling me what to do. I don't like being instructed or advised. And especially if you're a woman, don't come in here trying to instruct a goddamn thing. That's the problem right now. Women, get over there. Men, get over here. That's the order of this thing. But as a woman, you think, or y'all think y'all can just come along and disrupt the order just because you're a woman. It don't work like that. Women over here, man over here. So don't come in here trying to tell me how to do what I'm doing. I ain't gonna say your name, but you know who you is. Start talking. You goddamn me, stand over there and chill out. Yeah. All right. Anyway, man, I appreciate all 30 people in the building. Shout out, salute, man. Thank y'all for coming in to share some time with me. I actually was gonna have a different topic today, but I had a lady by the name of I'm gonna just call her Miss Hartfield because I can't say her name. Yasiana Hartfield, I believe. But she sent me a pitch. She sent me a clipping of a video of a woman and I guess her husband. Her husband had just got off from work and he was expressing his discontentment because he say, I just got off of work from a 13-hour shift and I come home and it ain't a damn thing to eat. I ain't got a plate. And he was expressing his discontentment about it. Yeah, he was expressing his discontentment about it. So I was just kind of looking at the video and saying to myself, man, I don't care nothing about that. And then I started looking at it even more and started thinking about it a little more. And I was trying to figure out if somebody was at fault. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the breakdown in this scenario? How is this even a problem? The man said, I just got off from work from a 13-hour shift. I pay all the bills in this house and I come home and I don't even have nothing to eat. So she asked me, did I think he was wrong? So at the time, I really didn't know what I thought about it. I really didn't think a damn thing about it. I just thought that this was the norm. It's pretty typical of women to be neglectful and absent as it relates to their responsibilities to their men. So this is some dysfunctional stuff that then became a dysfunctional norm. So as I continue to think about it and reflect on it, I say, man, that shit ain't right. Then I started rationing with myself. Is it right or is it wrong? Is it right or is it wrong? So now it's bothering me. It's messing with me. It's all in my head. So I started trying to figure out what the hell I really think about this, how I really feel about it. And the more I thought, the more confused I got. The more confused I got, the more agitated I got. The more agitated I got, the more honest I got. And the more honest I got, the more I said, man, women nowadays don't know their goddamn role. They don't understand their responsibilities to the relationship. They don't understand their responsibility to the family. They don't understand their responsibility to the village. And so I was like, well, shit, same. What is a woman's responsibility to a relationship? Because see, as a man, my understanding and my perception of a woman's responsibility done kind of been distorted. It's kind of been warped because of what has become the norm. But I came in here today to say that what has become the norm ain't the norm. It's a dysfunctional norm. Most of our women operating out of tact. They way off balance. They way off beat. They got an understanding and knowledge and information about everything other than the right things, which is being in tune with their true nature and what that look like and what it represents. So back to the story that brought me to this question. And I see a lot of people just itching to get their opinion heard, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. I'll make a post, but I'm trying to just explain and just kind of shed some light on as to, matter of fact, the hell with that. Let me go on and post the link because I see everybody got something to say. Everybody want to be heard. So I'm gonna just talk as we talking. Hold up, I'm blind man shuffling. I'm coming though. Let me post the link so y'all can come on up in here. Bam. All right. Boom. Yeah. Everybody that's got an opinion or a position that they want to be heard, click the link and we'll talk about it. I'm gonna go back and read some of these comments as I wait for some people to come on up in here. Uh, uh, let me see. It's a bigger problem more than you know. Yeah, well, come on and explain the bigger problem. All of it is a bigger problem more than I know. I don't have all the answers. That's why we here. Uh, oh goddamn. Let me see. Hold up. I done hit the wrong goddamn button. Hold on. Bam. Bam. All right. I'm coming. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
all
Good
right.
evening. Good evening. I appreciate you for tuning in and coming on here without no weave in your head. Don't look like you got no eyebrows and eyelashes glued upside your face. And it look like that's your natural skin. Is that your natural skin?
yes. You
Well, hey,
appreciate me now. You might not appreciate me in a minute though, but
that's
go
all.
ahead,
That's
brother.
all right.
I love
That's
pain.
all right because this is the real church where you can truly come as you are.
Now
Yeah,
you gonna
you.
tell me
Yeah.
about where
Hey.
I can wear my natural and I can wear my wigs and I don't do the eyelashes, thank you. You know,
Yeah, well, I
that's
appreciate you for not coming on here with no wig today, because I would have had to have identified you as Miss Transformer. I don't want
okay,
no
but that'll been
Transformer.
fine too.
Yeah, I don't want no Transformer. But how you doing, Miss Devonka? What you got? What kind of input you got on the topic? I mean, did you understand where this topic come from and what I was getting at?
Yes, I do believe I understand. I absolutely believe I understand. However, I think the question would have been better suited if you attacked the root first. What is the root of the issue? What caused the issue? Why? How did we arrive here? Um, you're absolutely right. A lot of us, especially Black women, have misguided or not understanding our roles, what our original intent is. Absolutely. The problem that I have with the way that you made your statement is that my brothers don't either. And that's a big problem because
But
if
the
you
brother is
let,
not the topic of discussion
but let me
today. The
finish.
women know. I'm
But
specifically
it's the
shining tonight.
foundation. It's a foundation. You can't ignore the foundation. You cannot ignore the foundation if you want a true and accurate answer to your question, and if you want to fix it. If we want to surface fix it and just say, oh, whatever, then yeah, let's
Well,
ignore it. But we
explain.
can't.
Explain. You got an opportunity to explain. Because, see, we understand that the men get badgered and butchered every second and every day in the society, in the homes, and in the world abroad. So I'm not here to apply more pressure where there's
So
already.
let's stop playing victim.
No,
Let's
no, no,
clear
no,
it
no.
all
We're
out.
not. We
Let our Black
ain't.
men stop playing victim. Number one, because here's the thing: I can't be in a role and jeopardize my survival and play house and all this. Yep, whatever. Submit to somebody that is not in a place for me to submit to. So you talk about us knowing our role. I want to know my role in the household. But until that man, where'd he go? What happened? Did we lose Kenry? Until that man can sit in his role and be foundational, it ain't there's nothing I can do as
But
long as he
Devonta,
continues to.
let me say this, Devonta, because I heard where you're going and what you're saying, but you have to first realize this. Maybe you need to look at the type of men that you dating and the type of men that are coming in your life, because I'm hearing what you're saying and the things you're saying. First of all, you're right. You don't submit to every man, but you don't want to have a man around you that you don't want to submit to anyway. If he can't lead you and he can't guide you, he not on top of his game, he not where he's supposed to be. He ain't supposed to be in your life anyway.
Absolutely.
I,
You're absolutely right. But here's the thing, the way Sane presented the question, presented the statement, actually, he made a generalization. He said all. So since we're talking about all, let's talk about
hold
all.
up,
And
hold
let's
up,
talk
hold
about
up,
it foundationally.
hold up, because I'm kind of retarded. I said all what?
You said, Sherry, pull it up on your phone so we can
Let
read.
me tell you what the question says. Hold that thought.
Because see, first of all, if you got a man that you won't submit to, you might not have no man. You might have a mistake.
It
Exactly.
says,
Remember,
hold on, Carrie.
hold
that's
up.
Hold on,
exactly
Carrie. Hold on,
that's
Carrie.
But
exactly right. That's
Hold on,
but
Carrie.
exactly
It
right.
says most marriages and relationships fail because wives and girlfriends don't know their roles. What's the role of a wife or girlfriend? Whatever you think, where did you get your information from? That's what it said. He didn't say
Okay, no.
all.
Go
He didn't
down.
say
I
all women.
go down to the next comment because I
That was it.
replied to him. I
no, no,
replied
no,
to
no.
him,
We ain't
and
talking about
then
the comment. We talking about the topic because
no.
you said
I'm
he said
talking
all.
about the comment. I'm talking about the comment. So he posted that, and I replied, and then he posted something else, and I continued to read the comment. All I'm saying is this: we have to be mindful of the root of the problem before we start assessing, oh well, this, that she don't know how to do this, she don't know how to do that, the wife did this, the wife do that. You're absolutely right. I shouldn't have a man around me that I can't submit to. The problem is so many of them that have this problem, and they're not men. That's why I put in a statement. I think I said it comes a problem when it's mere boys trying to be in a man's role. That's the thing. Both men and women, we both, all of us, need to know our roles. Absolutely, we need to know our roles. Now, for me, my man, I submit to my man. That it's not a problem. But see, we have the understanding of who I am and who he is. I'm helper suitable, period. That's
if
who
Well,
I am. The
if
problem is we have all these women that have had to step into these other roles for our survival. And then it gets diluted. Where
here's
we
the
are
thing with
and what we do gets diluted.
that, Devonka, because I'm somebody who's used to being the head of a household. But I know when I met the right man, or I meet the man who is a real man, then I know I have to submit and back and let him lead the household. I don't have an issue with fighting with him with, oh, I'm the head of household and I'm this and that.
Absolutely.
No, a lot of women don't. They don't know their roles, and maybe they need to understand when you're a girlfriend, stop doing wife roles. Do a girlfriend. When you're a wife, do a wife role. I have too many male friends and too many friends that are married and in relationships, and I hear all the time the woman don't cook, she don't keep the house clean. They ain't doing their roles. You
hold
got to
up,
know what you're
hold
supposed to
up,
do.
hold up, hold up. We got to be specific because I don't hear this about the Mexican women. I don't hear this about the white women. I don't hear this about the Asian women. I don't
Neither
hear
you
no strong. Hold up. I don't hear nothing about no strong Asian women. I don't hear nothing about no strong white women. I don't hear nothing about no strong Mexican women. The only goddamn woman I hear talking about strength is the black woman. So when they say, why you focusing on the black woman? That's why I'm focusing on the black woman, because I understand that the biggest game done been played on the black woman.
Well, bro, let
Uh,
me hold up, because all them nationalities you just named, guess what? They don't have a problem with they men being men either. Mexican men go out and they work their ass off from sun up to sundown. So yeah, when they come home, their wives got dinner cooked. They cook every day, all day, 7 days a week. But guess
that's
what? They men handling their business. Most black men are not, bro.
that's a goddamn lie. Most black men handling
That's
their business. The
no, that's
statistics
not
show
true.
that. All right,
That's
you lying to me? Goddamn
Carrie,
me.
Carrie,
Every
there's only a few select men like you, like Sean, like Omar. They go out there and bust their fucking ass and take care of their business and take care of home. There's not many. And wow, we got you do. There is a root of the problem that's at hand. They weren't
hold up,
taught how to be men. They too busy
hold
out.
up, hold
It's
up,
not.
hold
It's
up.
true.
Lower your tone of voice and stop beating your head so aggressively. Hold up,
Cause
goddamn it.
Let me
those
talk.
Hey,
things
you
like
done
cause
jumped in
it
the
is.
frying pan, Saint.
Let me
So
talk.
she's
You better
Hold
not
right.
up.
be the only one
She's
hollering.
right.
I'm about
She's
to go
right.
to mute y'all ass.
Well,
Hold,
mute, nigga, mute. I'm glad
hold
you
up.
add me. I'm in here. Mute it.
Yeah, I got y'all on mute, so sit over there and talk all you want to. I control this goddamn show. Hey, say man, give me a couple of dudes in here that can come in here and let these women know that they are speaking a narrative that's not properly representing how we represent. Because the narrative is that most black men don't measure up. Most black men don't work on a job. Most black men default on their responsibilities. Say, man, and I got something to say on that too. But I need some dudes to come on up in here. Hold on, somebody talking to me. Let me see who this is. Man, I thought that was somebody
Sean
coming
right there,
in.
Carrie.
He
Sean
ain't
on her,
on.
Carrie.
He ain't on here. Sean, this must not be something Sean want to address. Where you at, Sean? All right, it don't matter if the dudes won't step up and represent. Goddamn it, I will. I ain't gonna let y'all sit on here and say most black, because from matter of fact, I looked it up today.
Hold up. Now now what's going on now?
Well, the narrative is that most black men don't honor their responsibilities to their family. But it don't matter if a man warrant his responsibilities or not, just on the mere fact that he's a man and he's your man in your life. Either submit to that man or get the hell away from that man. Yeah, if you know he don't measure up, he shouldn't be pulling up. But if he done pulled up, he measure up. So don't come now on the back end and saying he can't come up with $19,000 a month to help with this, that, and other. He shouldn't be in your life. Since he is in your life, we're going to treat it like he measured up because he pulled up. So when he pulled up, he measured up. Say, Latanya, guy, you got your own self muted. I ain't even got you muted.
I muted myself. And quit calling me Latanya. You know my damn name. I'm talking about deep know my name. We too deep in it.
Salute.
What I got to say about this is, I don't know the other lady. You're absolutely right. But you look at it on the perspective.
You see that right now? You young lady, how you young ladies doing today?
Look how Chicago finest. Let me say what I gotta say.
What up? How y'all doing? See, one of the major problems that black women have.
Let me say what I got to say.
I'm just coming in, young lady.
Hold on. I just
one of the major problems that men have with beautiful black women is you all women have a problem with submitting to your man and knowing your place in the relationship. That is a major problem with the sisters. Just being honest.
If the brother get the same perspective that the women get, see, I was on your side because I was riding with you, but you didn't let me have my time because I was muted. Because
you're not supposed to cut no man off first. You're not supposed to cut the man off in mid sentence.
First of all, I ain't submitted to you. So if I submitted to you, then you gonna talk before I talk. I'm gonna let you have a flow.
That's natural respect from man to woman. I wouldn't have cut you off.
That's not natural respect. We talking about submission. Because if I'm not submitted to you, and if you are my man, if you are speaking, I'll wait till my turn. So what I told you was I was already speaking when you came on here. So are you gonna give me the respect like I'm gonna give you once I'm finished?
Yes, man. If you were speaking, I didn't think you were speaking to the platform. I thought you were speaking to somebody behind you, though.
No, I was speaking to everybody that was on here.
I apologize, sister.
It looked like you got a security guard uniform on, but you got to
play. 10 toes flat. 10 toes flat. I've been doing the same thing all my life, and you know it.
Come on, you got to flow.
Oh, okay. Okay. You already know where I'm coming with it.
You got the flow. I mean,
this is what I'm saying. Submit to me. Submission goes both ways. And this is what I mean by that. I mean, submit. If that man working 13 hours and you sitting at that house, you don't have to work. So everything, your work is that house. You're supposed to know your role to clean that house up. You're supposed to know how to have that man food and warm it up. Let him take a bath when he come in that door. That's what you're supposed to do. As a woman, that's what we are raised to do, to make sure. Back in the day, that's what they did. But when that man is on that 13 hours, and if he working a 10 and the other 3 over there with that lady, and I'm not submitted to that man, then where else is that coming from? You see what I'm saying?
Hey, but how you know he over there? How you know the other 3 over there with the lady? He could be over there hanging out with the fellas.
If he's not good enough to submit in the beginning, you know that a long time ago. But you're saying it from your perspective that all black men right now, you got all on your perspective. Not every black man that's walking these floors right now in these streets in 2022 don't have the mentality that y'all have. Y'all have the mentality that if you were putting it down like you're supposed to do and taking care of home, I don't have no problem submitting to you.
What's taking care of home? Hold up. What's taking care of home?
Taking care of home is doing everything a woman's supposed to do, but the man don't supposed to do.
What is that? What it look like?
Cleaning the house, washing the clothes, making sure his clothes is ironed, making sure his food is done, making sure the groceries is done, making sure the kids is taken care of. The man, if he working 13, 16 hours, when he come home, the only thing he's supposed to do is come home, take his ass to bath and go in there and get that plate that I just warmed up. and be involved with his life whenever he's off work. Let's go do some things. Let's go travel. Let's do all the things. But I'm saying in 2022, and your mentality is like it's froze because you don't have the men that want to come home and take care of home like that. You don't have the men that you want to submit to, and you thinking that we're supposed to do all that stuff too. You don't have the same men like you take care of home with your kids, and you make sure your kids is taken care of, and you make sure your house is taken care of. 2022, they may look like that's a shell that they wearing right now.
I can respect that. Can I chime in and say something?
Now you go, Chicago's finest.
Now, I heard you say everything that you said. I didn't hear nothing about loyalty and respecting that man. You understand? Because I cook for myself because I cook better than most women anyway. I don't mind cleaning my house. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mind cleaning my own house. I don't mind washing my own drawers because my mama told me a long time ago, don't ever do nothing that you got to depend on the woman or anybody else to handle your business. You know what I mean? So you got to show some loyalty and some respect in that whole little realm of things you was naming too. Because loyalty and respect come before anything. That come before anything. That come before anything.
Like your mama told you to wash your own clothes, your drawers, and cook your own meat.
And I wash my woman too though. I wash my woman too though. She handling her business.
But that's implied. Loyalty is implied, not told. You come up with we was brought with loyalty to a man. That's implied. Trust, that's implied. That ain't something I come in a relationship.
What city and state you in?
Trusting you.
Where you at? Where you at? Down south where? Where you at?
Down south where it's at?
Where you at? Where you in? Texas, Tennessee, or Alabama? Which one?
Now that's a statistic. Now you stereotyping. Chicago don't do it no better.
I'm just messing with your accent. That's all, baby.
Oh, I got an accent. Do it. Saying I got an accent.
I don't know what an accent is. Right now, you got some misunderstanding. We trying to get on.
I don't have no misunderstanding.
Hold on.
Because it ain't your way, it ain't no way.
Put you on mute. Because see, one thing.
I be unmuting myself. Keep on putting me on mute.
What's up, Shane, brother? How you feeling today, bro?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
I had to come give you some bag, and they was over here pre-preaching you in the biscuit round. Y'all can't do my man like that, yeah?
I ain't gonna let him do my brother like that too much.
Man, I'm built for it. I'm just, one thing about it, we got to, if they don't get it out, we can't come to no understanding about it. We don't even know what needs to be addressed. So a lot of times it come out in an aggressive, hostile manner because it's just reflective of what they feeling.
Exactly.
But, I gotta go.
Yeah, salute. Thank you for tuning in. But one thing about it, we ain't gonna raise up because somebody's feelings get hurt. We ain't gonna raise up because their voice pitch get high. Because what we really trying to make sure that get done is that everybody state their problem. And once you state your problem, let's come up with a course of action to work on the problem. But the first thing is black women got to learn how to have their goddamn feelings hurt. They got to learn and understand the fact that everybody ain't gonna pussyfoot and pacify they, because the whole world tap dance and tiptoe around the black woman feelings in the night. And then they got men scared to be stand-up men. Yeah, they got men that motherfucking me game dogs tucking their tail playing cur dog. Say, man, you game whether you on point or not.
Facts.
Yeah, you game, brother. If you game, you game. Yeah, just because you wounded, you still game.
Yeah, that came from when they took all the black men up out of the homes, and the women had to stand up. Now, don't get me wrong, this meant some strong black sisters from the 70s on up, but that also gave them a sense of we don't need no man, we can do it on our own. So that kind of takes away from women respecting the man as being a man to a degree. That's my opinion. I ain't saying facts. That's my opinion. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I was gonna say something along the lines. I was gonna say something along the lines of that, Yak, because while the masses taught the black women to keep the black men out of the homes and blah blah blah, at the same time the white women came through and undercut black women and getting the black men. Why? Because she doing the things that the black women used to do. She's submissive off the rip, and she comes getting asses like black women. So then they got the bodies like black women, but then they doing the things that the black women not doing no more. And then they complaining and wondering why the black men going to the other races.
Thank you, my sister.
Because while you trying to be Superwoman and trying to be Miss Strong and trying to always have the opinion and hold the household, he gonna go somewhere else and leave you behind. And then, you know, I always hear brothers say the mad black women syndrome. It's true to a degree.
Sisters want to cut the lights out and keep their hair up on their hand, man. Them bunnies be going ham.
Y'all see on the hard field, ain't no such thing as an independent woman. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as just because a woman pay her bills, got her a car and a house, that don't mean she no independent woman.
Exactly.
Yeah, ain't no such thing as an independent woman, because woman was created from man for man. The rest of that shit is some more shit. I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, woman was created from man for man. And but since we talking, I like to pose a question to the chat, to women, to the world. What is it that prevents a woman from being willing to submit and help her husband? Is it her past or is it her present?
Good question.
It's both, Karen. I'm gonna say this. They're seeing what other people doing on these fake talk shows, reality shows, housewives, and they're getting it construed and mixed up. And most women, friends of mine, friend girls that won't submit to their man, they feel like, I ain't submitting to no man. They make that seem like they make them feel like they weak and they're not strong. You can be a strong woman and still submit to your man. But like I was telling the other lady, all men don't deserve to be submitted to. What I mean by that, if a man, if he's not a leader, he ain't gonna lead me to the drown. If he's not the man, a stand-up man and not strong, he can't lead me. So I'm not willing to submit to him.
If he can't lead you, why would he even be occupying your space?
Exactly.
If a man can't lead a woman and he occupying her space, the first thing she needs to do is go to working on herself.
But they look at it as a sign of weakness when they submit to a man, and that's why most black women don't want to submit to their men, because they look at it as a sign of weakness.
And I'm gonna say the women that operate like that is retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, they retarded. Their development has been stagnant. Yeah, I said it. Women that operate like that, if you got a man in your life and you hesitant, you reluctant, you unwilling to submit to that man, shame on you. Yeah, shame on you. If you got a man you ain't willing to submit to, you retarded.
That's a fact, man. My first marriage, I did everything financial. I did everything as far as protecting, everything except I cheated. Listen to me, I was young. Listen to me. Hear me out. I was a cheater. So me and my first wife, we was in the middle of a separation. When I utmost respect to her, because we could be in the house tearing chandeliers and walls down, but when we walked out that door, nobody knew it. You understand what I mean? She still held me up to the highest regard as a king. So when it came out to the public that we were getting divorced, it was a shock to everybody, because she never put me out in the streets as a no good, nothing. That we never put it. She always carried it, still submitted. I was her man until I wasn't her man. And and we're best of friends still to this day. So I respect her for that, you know. And it's like, man, but I take full responsibility for my actions that I did. You know what I mean? But she was a stand-up woman, man. And there's not a lot of them out there that's like her. You know what I mean? In my that I've crossed paths with, you know.
Say, man, one of the most misleading terms that I'm tired of hearing women use. I lost respect for him because of this, that, and the other. Yeah. If you lost respect for a man and you stay with that man, you sound retarded. Yeah, if you lost respect for a man and you stay with that man, don't you say that shit no more. Just say I got confused. Just say I got confused, because if you lost respect for something that you stay around and respect, you sound like an oxymoron. Yeah, did you just let everybody know some shit happened to you and it dazed you and you couldn't think right? Yeah, you've been walking around with a befogged mind. Don't be coming with all that, I lost respect for him, but I stayed with him. Because that shit, that sounds like some of that justification of bullshit.
And women also have to understand, you can't always change a man. You got to understand who your spouse and your partner is. If your spouse and your partner was a nasty, wants to tear your hair out before you got married, he probably still want that after you get married. So now you want to shell up You know what I mean? You got to remember who you laid up with, who remember from the beginning who he was. If he was the reason doing some nasty shit that got you to get here in the first place, how are you gonna try to switch that up now? Got to remember that. Sisters do that a whole lot.
Say, man, somebody in the chat said, just because it's a male or female physically, what about being submissive to peers, past relations, and their friends? Now, in response to that, I'm gonna say this. We just had a conversation. We dialogued about that in the last topic, I believe, or the one before that, when I was saying that I think that in relationships that people should drug test one another. Because a lot of the times when the shit ain't adding up, it's some hit, and a lot of times we think it's another person, but it could be a substance. Yep. Yeah, so you know, I'm in agreement with that, but I wanted to speak on that because it don't matter what it is, another person, something from the past, and whatever it is, you got a responsibility to stop letting whatever you didn't experience conquer you. You can't go through life with a battered wife syndrome. Whatever bad experience that happened to you, it happened. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. It done happen. So you leave what done happened where it was, and you embrace what's happening. Right. If that makes sense. But I want to hear from women. Since we got all of these educated ass women in the society today, they like to throw out how much money they make and all their labels and titles. Where these educated? I want some of these educated ass women to come in here and explain what a woman's roles are. What's a woman's role in her marriage?
They can't tell you because they don't know.
Hey, Shane, I'm gonna tap back in with you. I just wanted to come in and give you some support. I gotta make this dinner for my wife. You know what I mean? Tonight, my night to cook. You feel me?
Stay up, bro. Stay up.
Man, always love, much respect, bro. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, but how can a woman not know what her role is? I think that's just some bullshit a woman use to justify not doing what she knows she's supposed to do. I think I don't know. Where the women at? What they think?
They had a lot to say in that Facebook post, but now all of them miss.
Yeah, where the women at? What they think? Helper suitable is her role. Hartfield says, good God husband. It's not to be workhorse. Everybody got to be a workhorse. The man and the woman got to be a workhorse.
That's right. You got to know your responsibilities.
Yeah, it is.
The man worked to provide, protect.
One of the biggest problems with us as a race of people is we lost our culture. See, we have no traditional customs that we hold on to. It's no morals, no values, and no standards that's being passed on. And so therefore it done gave the current days women a way out of saying Modena was like that, but the women nowadays ain't like that. And a lot of that stuff y'all try to say was appropriate and suitable for back then. It's gonna always be appropriate and suitable to know how to carry yourself like a lady. For instance, when you sit down, you cross your goddamn legs. If you put on a goddamn dress, you put on you some stockings, or you put on you a slip or some undergarments. You don't just sit down and bust your legs wide open. It's certain things that don't change. They not dependent and discriminatory based off of time. Certain truths you can't modify. It was inappropriate in the 40s for a woman to sit with her legs wide open, and it's just as inappropriate in 2022 for a woman to sit down with her legs wide open. And another thing, a lot of y'all been having too much goddamn sex. Yeah, a lot of y'all done had so much sex that it done contaminated you. Yeah, a lot of y'all been having too much sex. You got too many miles on your engine. Yeah, you in your 40s and you got an engine of a 70-year-old woman. Yeah, you're 41, 42 years old and you already done had a hysterectomy. So stop trying to think that that's your prize jewel. Whatever you've been taught, whoever done misled you into thinking that your tool between your legs is your prize jewel, they misled you. The greatest tool that a woman got is right in her goddamn chest. It's called her heart. Uh-oh. Hey, what's going on, Tamika? How you doing? You got the mic. You come in. What you got to say? What you got to add to the situation? Hey, how you doing? You got the flow. What you got to say? Oh, goddamn. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, Missy. How you doing?
Tamika, we can't hear you.
I'm good.
Tamika gonna come back. What's up there, Missy? How you doing? What you got to add to the situation, to the topic at hand?
You know what? Honestly, I didn't even get to. I just chimed in.
Okay, well, somebody wanna the situation and the topic at hand is.
Let me read it to you, sis. He said,
It's simple. What is a woman's responsibility in a relationship or a marriage?
No, it's more. Hold on, Sean. You gotta give it to her right. The role. What is her role in these relationships via a wife or a girlfriend? What is her role? And Karen said, they like we even forgot our roles and what we supposed to be doing in these roles. Pretty much. What is your take on that?
I think most women don't. That's just me, though.
You think most women don't what?
Most women either don't know their role or they don't want to do their role. But that's just what I think. And I don't know where it started, where it came from, but they feel like, some of them may feel like, well, you know, if a man ain't doing this, then she's not going to do that. But me being me, I mean, me being by myself, like, I do everything. You know, so I feel like even when I get with a dude, like, it's going to be an issue because I'm so used to doing everything.
We was just talking about that earlier.
And, you know, I get dudes that say, well, you know, you need to let me be a man. You know, let me do what I'm supposed to do. And me, I'm saying, okay, that's fine, but that's just not something I can just stop doing.
What's not something that you can just stop doing?
Whatever it may be, if it's letting him take out the trash, cut the yard, whatever it may be, like, I'm used to doing everything. Mm-hmm. But as a woman, I mean, you know, I think a woman should take care of the house. I think she should cook. I mean, I think a man should cook every now and then. I'm not saying he has to do it, but I think he should take care of the kids. I mean, you know, that's a both ways kind of thing, but every woman is different. And like I said, most women don't know their role. They don't. They like, what is the role? What is the role? What I'm supposed to do? They don't know what to do. That's because you got these sorry females. Yeah, you got these females that I guess I don't know, a nigga. I don't know. Because I can't say, I can't speak on it. But I know most of these females are sorry. You know, they don't take care of their kids or nothing else.
Yeah, they're pretty sorry these days.
And that's the number one role of a woman. Take care of your kids.
Sorry, than the mother, baby.
Well, like I was saying earlier, they too busy on social media and too busy on reality TV shows, not taking care of the kids, not doing homework with them. Like, then they're not cooking. Like, they too caught up in social media.
No, they too busy taking their ass and worried about a man. That's what
that
they
too.
Yeah.
All that's facts.
You know, somebody else is gonna be mad, but hey, if it fits, wear it.
Okay. Well, why do it appear that somebody is going. Let me see. Somebody got something going on in the back.
That's probably showing your mic on.
Do I need to mute my?
But why do it appear that the only people who pose these problems to their culture is the black woman? Why is it that the black woman is the only woman on the earth that displays so much hatred and negativity towards their men?
I mean, go ahead, Trey.
That's probably because of trauma and all the traumatic shit that black women have been through. And I know you might say, yo, all women have been through things, but sometimes the black women have been through more than the average. And what I mean by that, and I'm just gonna be honest, all the things of your past can haunt your future if you don't face it front on and deal with it. And people always say the black woman is the maddest, but why? Do you ever think about why she's so mad? Do you ever think about why she's so angry, why she's so hurt? Do men ever think about that? And sometimes women need to realize you just need to be by yourself for a while and heal from all the men you've been with, from all the trauma you've been through, from all the bad relationships you've been in, from the rape you've been through, from being battered, from being left. All these things come forefront and center. And if you don't ever deal with them, if you don't ever heal, if you don't ever realize you have issues, if you don't ever realize, damn, I have been with a lot of men, I need to just step back and take some time. I know women that jump from relationship to relationship to from relationship.
Yeah,
and
I see that a lot. Yeah, I see that a lot.
Good. Well, women are receivers, men are givers. When we have sex with men, women don't know, you take on a part of that man's soul. You take on a part of that man. And if you got all these different men inside of you that you've been with over and over and over again, and you ain't never took time to heal and just take care of yourself, guess what? Fighting with all these demons, you fighting with all these different men, all these different problems, all these different trauma, all this past shit. And that's why you so angry.
That's real game right there, for real.
Say, somebody named D. James said other cultures of women experience worse, in my opinion. That might be the case, but everybody in here is black. So we're not really concerned about other cultures. We talking about the black man and the black woman. And it's amazing because the anger and the discontent that the black woman displayed to the black man is discriminatory strictly to the black man. That's not their disposition towards everybody. Yeah, that's not their disposition towards the Asian man, the white man, the Mexican man. Because when they encounter these people, decided they go to Bojangling. Yeah, they go to club dancing.
A lot of women don't know how to forgive. And they don't heal. They hold that stuff, which ain't good. And then, they go to the next dude. They might take it to the next dude. They just, I don't know. But that's something I think is individual.
We as a people, especially women, just need some healing, need some therapy, a lot of people think therapy is a bad thing. Sometimes you might need it. Sometimes you might need to go get all that out that you done went through with and carry it. To be real, to be honest, a lot of times men and women, when women have a lot of issues with men, she had problems with her father, her daddy wasn't in her life, maybe her daddy raped her, whatever the case may be. When a woman don't know how to be a woman, guess what? Her mama didn't teach her how to be a woman. I had to learn. You think mama didn't teach me how to be a woman? I had to learn the things of how to be a woman, what to do and what not to do. You can't always look in your household how to be a woman or how to be a man or how to be a mother. You got to look inside sometimes and realize what's wrong and what's right.
I agree. All right. Hey, what's up, Cross Your Heart? What's up, goddamn me, OG Kind Heart? I can't see if you in here or if that's what you look like. You froze up there with some shit around your neck. But yeah, Shay, I think Yasiana Hartfield, you come on up in here and quit typing. Yeah, you know you's a regulator up in here. You come on in here and ask your questions. You know I can't keep up with all them moving statements. I remember some you seen a while ago, but I done forgot. Come on in here and ask your questions. Rolanda, how you doing? Shantae speaking facts. Somebody say Shantae speaking facts. What facts she speaking? Yeah, what facts is Shantae speaking? What you heard her say that you feel like is some facts?
And another thing, bro, I'm gonna add. Sometimes being real can help somebody else. You know, of course, y'all know that's my big brother, and he know already. But when a woman has been raped and has been through a whole lot with men, sometimes she despises men, and that can make her also treat the black man a certain way. But just because you've been through something with a black man has hurt you so much, that might be fine and dandy, but you gotta forgive and heal and hurt, or you will never prosper and you'll never move forward. You will never have a relationship that's thriving and that's about something. You gotta sometimes let go of that hurt and get rid of it first before you can have a real relationship with somebody.
How do you let go of hurt? I think that's a legitimate question, and I think that it's something that needs to be explained. I see Missy got something to say on that too.
Because like I didn't have no help or have nobody or go to therapy. And so it took time. Sometimes it's nothing but time. It took a lot of time, a lot of praying, a lot of church going, a lot of getting on my knees, a lot of asking God to take it away from me, a lot of God heal me from that pain. It took time. And sometimes people don't realize if you do not take that time, you're going to forever have failed relationship, fail this, fail that, because you got to look deep within and heal yourself from in here before you can love. And first of all, love anybody. First, you got to know how to love yourself. But you got to get over all that trauma, and you got to get over all the things that you've been through. Because I hated men for a very long time because of how I was done, how I was raped, how I was done bad, how men had did me. Sometimes you just got to step back and take care of you, then come back when you're ready. But stop just jumping from this to this, because that's not going to help you. That's just going to make the situation worse. You got to realize I got a problem. I need to address it. I need to fix it. Now I'm ready.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback on that, and by me hearing you saying, I agree with you, but my spin too, I'm gonna just put a spin on it, just to add a spin to it. Salute to the panel. Is the question I got is, I hear a lot of women, like you say, you had to do some self-reflection, you had to start healing because of traumatization and things of that nature, and they jump into relationships. My question is, a lot of women, as they always say, when they get around their girls and they say, shit, girl, you need to find you a man. You need to find your man. But I've never heard women say, how do you keep a man? So that's just a mind-blowing thing to me, because I hear a lot of women get in groups. Girl, you should have this man. Not the one that they got, or the one that because again, ain't nobody perfect. So the question would be is, why do women, when they have a conversation with their girls and their girls and them having conversations, instead of saying, girl, you need to get you a new man, or you need to get another man, why can't they just sit down and figure out how to keep them? Because if you keep getting rid of them, you ain't gonna never keep them.
They don't know how.
But I was just gonna say, sis, the same women that's telling you to get you a man, she might don't know how to keep a man. But what you need to look at is somebody that's been in a marriage 50, 60, 70 years and ask her, how did you keep your marriage?
That's what I'm saying. But it's always them groups of females that get around the girl that ain't got no nigga. She out kicking it, claiming how great her life is. But she got to remember, she got to come home at night, and it's lonely up in there at nighttime, unless she get the late night cut. So my thing is, the females, instead of sitting around talking about, because that's where I feel like with dudes, when we have a situation, we'll sit around and call a homeboy, man, that's some bullshit that happened, man, that's some other bullshit. Hey, man, look, this how you gonna do that. We sit there and we don't say, man, you know what, man, forget that broad, man, fuck that broad, man, get rid of it. Go find another broad. We don't say that. So I don't understand how women can use how to just say, go find. I mean, they say it a lot. Go find, girl, you need another man. You need you a new man, girl. But I ain't never heard them say how to take care of one, or how, not take care of one, but how to keep one. Because
they probably don't know how to keep one.
Because that's like, you can go to the car lot. I can go to the car lot if my credit's good and I got my game right. I can go buy any car, but can I make the payments? Can I keep up with the tune-ups, the maintenance, all the shit that counts to keep the car? Y'all need to start looking. Can y'all keep up with the maintenance that comes with keeping something that's supposed to be appreciated, not de-appreciated?
You know, it might not come from a woman on how to keep a man. Sometimes a man can teach a woman how to keep a man. Sometimes your brother can teach you how to keep a man. Because a lot of women don't know how to keep a man. And the fact of the matter is, it might not come from your homegirl. It might come from your brother, your sister, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't always because maybe they don't know how to keep one either.
That's real talk. Because I always want to know that. I hear a lot about it's like anything. It's like, shit, you want a house, you can have a house you want to if you work hard enough to get it. But shit, maintaining it and keeping it is two different things. So, you know, that's why I said I don't never hear, but I do hear about exchanging like trade niggas like trading cards. Like back in the days, like the Flair trading, the upper deck trading cards on niggas.
Terry and Sean, why don't y'all tell the panel what y'all think of the way to keep a man?
Well, Sean, I'll let you address it, but yeah, I can address it. I can tell a woman how to keep a man. The first thing, especially a black woman, the first thing she needs to do is sit down and shut up. Yeah, the very first thing most black women need to do is sit their goddamn ass down and shut up. That's the first thing. Learn how to humble yourself. Sit down and just shut up. I ain't gonna say be quiet. I mean shut up. Just sit down and shut up.
Right.
Yeah, just sit right there and be quiet. Yeah, if you can't be quiet in the presence of your man, get you another goddamn man. Yeah, learn how to sit there and be quiet. Just hush for a minute. Just shut up. Yeah, that's the first thing. And then tap into your nurturing, loving spirit. Learn how to be loving. Most black women so goddamn pessimistic. They don't even know how to be in tune with their nurturing side. Yeah, learn how to be loving. Learn what it takes to, rather than criticize that man, learn what it takes to motivate that man. If you see some shit you don't like about that man, figure out a way how to say that to him in a way that encourage him not to do that, rather than highlight and admonishing him about that. Learn how to motivate and bring out the best in your man. I did a video called How to Reassure a Man, of what's reassuring. Sometimes the best advice and the best antidote to the situation with your man is himself. Remind a man of who he was, who he is, because sometimes along the way a man loses himself, and women don't realize it.
Yeah, that's
a lot of times a man has psychological and emotional issues going on that he don't know how to express. He don't even feel comfortable expressing. And every time a woman see a man going through something, they just automatically think he going through that as a result of them. That's not the case all the time. Learn how to be what the man needs you to be when he needs you to be. Those are a few of the things that black women can take. Those are a few jewels that and the first thing is learn how to understand that you can't whoop your man. Sit your goddamn ass down somewhere and learn that you was strategically created inferior. Stop trying to buck up. Black women try to buck up emotionally. They try to buck up psychologically. They try to buck up. And just because you make more money than that man don't mean a goddamn thing.
Right.
Yeah, just because you make more money than that man don't mean a goddamn thing. That don't lower his quality of a man because you outproduce him financially. He got intangible assets that he provide that you can't pay for. Yeah, those are the things that black women need to be reminded of by black men. The shit that they've been tricked to believe that ain't nothing.
And I give you, and I'm gonna piggyback on that too. Instead of automatically assuming, instead of saying, yeah, you know you did this and you know you went over there and you did this. Why don't you ask a nigga why? Why do y'all assume so much instead of asking a nigga why he do what he do? Y'all automatically say, oh, you did that because of this, and you was with such because of this. And yeah, I know you went over there. You don't know him if you won't allow him to say why and respect that he said what he said instead of automatic. Because if you didn't believe him, then why the fuck is you asking him? Leave him alone then, like you say. A nigga can do bad by his damn self, just like a woman can. So why would you misery love that? When it get like that, it seems like misery loves company. Because I don't understand. We're logical men. We're not emotional. We understand we fuck up. We understand that we try. There's no written book to it. But what happens is because you start knowing your man and he goes certain places or he goes somewhere different. Yeah, I knew you was going to do that because you always usually do this. Damn, a nigga can't do something different. You don't do that to the kids. Kids be gone. They somewhere with such and such. I don't know. It says going over here. Don't check and call and blow up on them. But when your nigga leave, you want to know every way he go like he got a goddamn ankle monitor on. And I tell everybody, even jail, my nigga, once you go to jail, they say life served, sentence done. That means you no longer have no control over me. That's even in the laws. So why do women hold things over niggas and keep repeating shit? But then they don't want to fix it. And then they say, well, I just want to talk about it. But then when we say we want to talk about it, no, see, and then when we get ready, you have a real man that's authoritative and he's speaking with a tone. The first thing, see, that why you talking to me like that? It's like, what do you want? You want Ralph Tresvant or you want a real nigga? What do you want me to be sensitive? But then understanding, the women need to have more empathy, not sympathy for us, because y'all go through the same shit, but you cannot imagine what black men go through when we leave them homes. And the only thing we want to know is that we the king of our castle. So when we come in a house and we hear y'all take the littlest things and tear us down after we've been towed down all the time, like they all say, marriage and relationships is a job. Sometimes you ready to get to work on time. Sometimes you take the long motherfucking road home. And sometimes you just quit. So that's what we try to tell you. Have some empathy for us, man. We work in progress, but y'all can't turn the shit. Y'all forgot now. They used to beat niggas' ass. They used to castrate us. Now we done went through some shit too. Y'all got to remember now, we went through some shit. They giving y'all the play. Y'all supposed to be alley-ooping, but instead y'all turn around and making it seem like, you know, we the worst thing that happened since sliced bread.
Hey, and man, we got 69 people in the building. Y'all hit the like button or hit the don't like button. Put something. Yeah, do something. Don't just sit up in here and get something and don't give nothing. But yeah, back to these damn women. Another thing is, if a woman think that her female instrument give her power in the relationship, it's shame on you. Most of y'all, by the time y'all get 30, y'all got over 500,000 miles on y'all instrument. That engine in a bad need of an overhaul. It ain't got no power no more. Yeah, it ain't got no power no more. And but a lot of times niggas just be niggas just be pre-satisfied before they even satisfied. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. They satisfied before they even get satisfied. So it's a little trickery in that. But if you think that if all you got to govern your man is your body, you in trouble.
But think about it, saying even that, if you go to start thinking about that, that's weak-minded. Ain't that called a John? Ain't that a John on there? John fall for the monkey. That's all I'm saying. And ain't nobody, like you said, unless you shooting fireworks out and it's the 4th of July, we ain't seen nothing new under the sun. So yeah, that's what he trying to say.
Man, that pussy lose its power after about 6 times. After about 5 or 6 times of being intimate with a woman, your pussy ain't got no power no more if you didn't know. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. Surely after a couple of years together, that pussy ain't got no power no more. Yeah, it gotta be something other than that. Yeah, if you hanging your hat on your coochie, you in trouble.
Yeah, cause I was always taught saying, my dad always told me, man, shit, steak is steak. It just depends on how it's prepared. They got the same steak at Root Chris. You can order filet at Root Chris like you can order at Longhorn. It's just all about the ambiance. It's the preparation in the steak. But steak is steak at the end of the day.
The coldest part about it is most of the time the person valuing what you got more than you valuing what you got. Or if I put it in layman's terms, your tender dick nigga valuing your pussy more than you value.
Right. To the point where he ready to blow his brains out. I don't understand it. Niggas get to the point, niggas lose weight, do all types of shit. Worse than dope. To some
yeah, the tender dick nigga value your pussy more than you value. Yeah, and that's straight up shameful and disgraceful.
Yeah, they go against the nigga standing up peeing over the toilet.
But the thing about this here, man, is when we breach these topics, when we start having these, see, women got a whole lot of stuff that they feel, but very little that they say. I know we got 4 or 5 women in the chat named now one. They got an opinion, but they don't voice their opinion, but they expect for a nigga to interpret what they don't express.
Yeah,
man, that's unrealistic expectations.
Hey,
State y'all problem.
Hey man, they say, man, I ain't Eric Estrada. This ain't Cleo, my nigga. I don't read tarot cards. I don't read minds. I can't read your palm and tell you what you're saying. You got to speak for it. You know what I'm saying? Say closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, y'all keep saying women this, women that. You can't. Every woman ain't the same. Every woman is not the same.
Well, no. What we saying is, in a general term, the role. If everybody's not the same, then therefore there is no true role. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying as far as knowing how to communicate to her man, or knowing how to express this or do that, every woman is not the same. There's a lot of women that.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was going to ask you, can you elaborate and say where they fail at then? Why? Because that's what we can't speak from that point of view from that. But we're saying, go ahead.
I can't speak for every woman.
Okay, for yourself, as for yourself, what do you do?
A lot of it I had to learn. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how to express how I felt, or I didn't know how to tell him or show him how to love me. A lot of stuff I had to just learn as I went.
Gotcha.
Most women are not going to tell they man or whoever they with, you know, maybe the issues that they have with loving him, or you know, him loving her, or whatever the case may be. That's just, I don't know.
They motherfucking ass. That's the goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black say, man, you in a bad spot, man. We just heard you say whoop they motherfucking ass, and you went blank. Somebody
he went blank.
Don't start trusting.
Yeah, there you go. He back. He went blank again.
Karen, somebody in the chat said, I have to first state the obvious. This phenomenon is taking place predominantly in the Black community. As a group, we do not respect one another. Once the rubbish of disrespect is removed, we'll see more traditional roles reoccurring. I said traditional because change is good in many cases, but all change isn't good. Our community practicing those roles made us the greatest people on earth at one point. It navigated us through slavery and got us through civil rights era. We need to reverse and reacquire those principles again.
It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. You might as well keep on waiting on Santa Claus to come down the chimney. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you know why it ain't gonna happen? Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't no, we can't go back. We might, if we can do that, I want to beep her.
Right.
Yeah, if we can do that, I want to beep her.
Yeah.
So, Karen, you saying that if you feel like that, you saying that change can't happen?
It ain't gonna happen.
Change ain't gonna happen.
We gotta go get a white woman or a Mexican.
So there you go. Why do you feel like that?
Bullshit. No, listen, that's
why
why
do you feel like that?
Well, if you let me explain, that's why you see so many successful Black men cross over to go get the white women and Mexican women and still maintain their family with those people as successful. You don't see too many successful white women marrying non-successful Black men. We have to move up. What happens when we move up? Our women become inferior to us, right? And they start being insecure about us having access at other women who may be working out. See, the Black woman stopped working out. That's where she lost the Black man at. She stopped developing her own self. She started looking like other women, which make us start looking at other women. Why would my woman go get white woman hair and not think that I would appeal to white woman when my women look good with white woman hair on her head?
Facts.
Why wouldn't I appeal to white women when my woman feel her prettiest when her hair is hanging down her back? When her hair don't hang, her hair grows up.
I don't.
Let's not make this personal. We not personalizing this. I'm speaking as a Black man. The Black woman no longer. The Black woman no longer admires the Black man if he ain't rich and famous. The basic working man does not have a voice in his household.
What you mean? What you mean?
Most white women won't look at a Black man if he ain't got money. Let's be real.
You lying to me? She'll look at a Black man because he got a big penis.
Yep.
I slept with many rich white women.
Yeah.
I slept with many rich white women, poor and broke, and she give me a little something when I walk out the door.
You just said something. I was trying to ask you what you mean by
the Black man don't have a voice in his home if he ain't rich and famous.
But now explain that.
Or when the black woman go home, what does she turn on? Nigga, she turn on the television of a rich and famous man. She don't listen to her husband and take his direction and his correction and his instructions. She
Yeah.
too busy trying to tell him what to do. She too busy trying to instruct him. Where does the black woman get her instructions from? Who instructs
That's
the
what.
black woman?
Who instructs the black woman? That's what I asked in the.
Nobody. Her mama can't instruct her. Her grandmama can't instruct her. She go listen to Tyler Perry for instruction. She listen to Steve Harvey for instruction. She don't listen
Use
to
a
her
lie.
uncle. It's no man that has a mediocre job that she listens to. First thing she go tell her and her kids, I'm your mama, can't nobody tell you nothing. They go for your daddy, your grandmama, your grand. The black woman establishes her voice to her children, and her children's ears become closed to everybody else but her.
Right. No, he right, because if you look at it like you say, even with the eyes, even when, like you say, you go in there getting contact eyes, you doing all that shit. What are we
Let a
supposed to
black
think?
man start elevating past this woman and watch how many problems he have. Her first concern is another woman. It's not his success. Her concern is who you messing with, who
Who
you
you mess with?
calling, who is
Yep,
that woman. She don't
that's a
want to know.
fact.
She don't want to know what your plan is. She don't want to know, baby, what's your goal is,
Yep,
baby, what aspiration. She want to know when you start elevating. What woman is in your vicinity that could take her place? She start
that's a
becoming
fact.
insecure based on your progress.
That's a
Every
fact.
black man, woman becomes almost his enemy when he starts elevating, because what happens is he's no longer dependent upon her.
Correct. That's a fact.
Well, why is that a problem? Because he ain't no longer dependent on her. She don't. She say that she don't want him dependent on her. So how can that be a problem?
Because her security is established around a man needing her, not her needing
Come
a
on.
man, because she don't need a man, remember? Her,
That's
her
right.
security is established around a man needing her.
That's right.
That's why they hated Kevin Samuels so much with that high value man talk. Because a high
Yep.
value man requires a woman to have a flat stomach. See, them other kind of
Yep.
men requires a woman to be in the gym every day. They requires a woman to be able to take instructions. Those are rich men's thinking. The poor man don't want nothing but some pussy and a place to stay. He don't even
Yep.
really want a meal.
Yeah. That's fact. Yeah. Just
So
so he
that's
can.
why they feel insecure, homie, because a black woman's comfort is her belief that a man needs her, because her belief is she don't need no man.
Yeah, and she pushing further and further away from what
Homie,
the
they make it
values.
known. I don't need no man. I don't
Yep.
need no
But
man for nothing. Her
Yeah.
security comes in a man needing her. That's
I
why they all
say,
date down. That's why the average black woman haven't dated up, nigga, since elementary school. They
when
date down.
where the black women at that want to call this a lie? Where the black women at that want to call this a
No,
lie?
because just
Come
like
and
me,
prove me
just
wrong.
like me moving back towards here to the south, and everybody I know went to school, and everybody just dating everybody that went to school and goddamn elementary and middle school. Ain't nobody done elevated. It's the same old shit. It's the same niggas at the same stores doing the same shit. But like,
That's why the average person attract the kind of same individual with the same kind of traits. That's why they say, well, that's why most people say, well, you just like the last nigga. You
yeah,
attract the last nigga. You attract these kind of men. My mother
yeah,
told me, you attract what you are. So if you keep attracting lying niggas, if I keep attracting no good women, then I must be a no good man, because I
yeah.
keep attracting that.
It's true.
Okay, hold up a minute. We got a lady that come up in here, and I respect her for stepping up in this spot. How you doing, Miss Jen? What you got to add to the topic?
And I think a nigga's supposed to have a wife and a girlfriend. He'll be happier with his wife.
Uh, yeah, that's called
Yeah.
recreation.
No, that's called polygamy. That's called establishing a man in his proper order. No man was ever designed by God to be with one woman. That's a European lie that's told to black people. No man was designed to be happy with one woman till he died. You can't find no man throughout the Bible that had one woman. Not one.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No man ever was created to be with just one woman. That's impossible to do.
Yeah,
It's
no, he kicking it.
impossible. It's impossible.
No,
No man will
yeah.
ever die with just being satisfied with one woman. And I don't want to be that man to try to do it.
Say somebody says sex, super and sex is very simple. Submissiveness. I don't. That's too complicated of terms running together. I think that's a
We don't know
compounded
nothing about
statement.
that.
Yeah,
We
come
know
to
about, do you
explain
believe in
that.
me? Do. See, I told my woman a long time ago, once you stop believing in me, then you ain't my woman no more.
That's a fact.
The
That is a
black
fuck.
woman don't believe in the black man no more. She don't believe in his goals. She don't believe in his plans because her security comes within her, him needing her. That's her
Oh,
whole security of her existence, homie. A black man needing her. That's why so many of our mothers, homie, are not married because they don't need a man. They need a man to need them. And the older we get, nigga, the less we start needing them.
yep. No, that's
That's
true.
why so many black women are dying alone, homie. Black men are not dying alone. Let's just put this out on the table. Black women are dying alone. Black men are dying with 2 or 3 women. Whether he's in a compromised situation or a compromised state or not, he's not dying alone. The black woman is the only one dying lonely. The Mexican woman not doing it. The white man not doing it. The black woman is the only one dying alone. Look at our grandmothers and mothers.
Yeah, I was saying that
So,
earlier. Yeah,
Look at our
uh,
sisters. Look at our aunties. Nigga, they got a house, they got the car, they got the job, but they don't have that companionship that you need in life.
right.
But
so
they happy alone though.
well, why do black women think they don't need a man?
Uh,
Or why?
because
Or
they
is
have
it
their
just,
sons.
but they
Because they
sons
have their
think,
boys, they have their nephews, they have other men that they coodle and become subservient to them.
Yeah,
I
Who?
got to agree with everything you done said, homie. I can't
yeah.
dispute nothing you said. I think you spitting 200% facts.
No, he telling the truth because that's what I just tell my homeboy then. Everything is mama this and mama that. I'm trying to show him a different game. And this nigga like, well, mama said, I'm like, bruh, like, you too old to be talking about mama.
Well, check this out, homie. When your mama been ruling all your life, nigga, you think your mama God. I grew up believing my mama was God. My mama could get me out of trouble. If my mama say something, ain't no man ever overrode my mama. Nobody's
That's
been able
real.
to override mama.
Yeah,
Your daddy can't override mama. Your
yeah,
grandmama. So as a kid, you grew up believing your mother rules. So what happens? You tend to believe that the matriarch of a woman rules. So
yeah.
you get in relationship where the women rule because you've been ruled by a woman.
Yeah, no, you're right. And then they go hopping the house to house because that's like mama taking care of.
Say, homie, I'm 45 years old. I still be hollering about what mama said. Your mama
Yeah,
said what the Bible said because my
yeah.
mama words rule.
No, you're right. And I'm 45, man. And like I said, I lost mine. But one of the things, like with him, like, check this out, CW. His nigga is like, he older than me. And but here's the thing, he ain't trying to do nothing. Like, he stay there with mama. He make sure he go get mama paper, same old thing every day. I'm trying to show him something different. Hey man, with this, we're gonna push this and stuff. But he's scared to get like to the point. This nigga came over my house. I'm like, you can stay over here. He like, well, let me call mama and tell her I ain't coming home tonight.
Because listen, nigga, if I don't call mama and tell her I'm coming home,
Yeah,
mama changed that lock. I got a key to the bottom lock. Mama changed the deadbolt lock. If I don't come home
yeah,
after 4 or 5 days, I lose my safety net.
yeah. You
Nigga,
right.
mama is my safety net, nigga.
No, you right. You right.
I run
You right.
back to mama for comfort.
I
I
run
run
back
back
to
to
mama
mama in
in danger.
danger.
Hi, chat.
I
I
run
run
back to
back to
mama
mama
in
in trouble.
trouble. Nigga, mama is the safety net for damn near every black man 65 and under.
Yeah, you right.
But mama created that though, homie.
Yeah.
Mama created that. Mama made it. Mama said, nigga, can't nobody tell you nothing. Don't nobody. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. Mama
No, it's
set
real.
those boundaries where we believe can't nobody override mama.
You right. It's more. So you saying more of a it's a hold on to not to let go because they're gonna lose what they feel like is their true love or what they consider
You
true love to
you
them
just
to
hit
the
it on the
boy.
head, homie. Her
Yeah,
true love. Don't nobody love him. This the man of the house. They start grooming
yeah,
him. They start grooming us as little boys to be the man of the house, like their
that's a
little
fact.
boyfriend.
Yeah, that's a
Listen,
damn.
homie, we can do to mama
Yeah.
what the boyfriend and the husband's supposed to be doing to her. That nigga can't get away with nothing, but we get away with everything.
Mm-hmm.
He can't borrow the car, but we can.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, no, homie. Oh, what's up, so? Already.
Yeah. What's the topic, y'all? I got in here late.
What up, dude?
What's up with it, dude? The topic, somebody posted topic, but the topic is basically what's the roles and the responsibilities of a wife / girlfriend to her husband or boyfriend, and why do black women have a problem with submitting to their role? I made the statement that if a black woman got a problem submitting to her man, then she needs to re-choose. She needs to get her another man.
Give y'all another one. All right. Already, huh? I don't know. It depends on the woman, really. I'm usually dependent by myself.
Something going with an echo. I muted you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Or do I have my echo now?
No, say something. You sound all right.
Oh, good. Thank God. No, it depends on the woman, though. Hey. You know?
Go ahead.
Some women are just used to being both roles in a relationship, depending on the man she chooses. Because you get with a dude that doesn't work, has no place to stay, is couch hopping, you know, that kind of shit. She's used to having to do everything. And honestly, that's what I'm used to myself.
Yeah.
Well, when a woman,
I'm not interested in that. I need you to be a man and I'll be the woman, and we build each other up.
Right.
What do you mean when you say I need you to be a man? What's a man?
Responsible, you know, got to be responsible for your actions, the things you say and do. Take care of your business.
But if a man not a man, how is he occupying your time?
Well, you got to allow that.
Right. So how are you allowing somebody to occupy your time who's not reflective of what your idea of a man is?
Well, back when I was younger, yeah, I didn't look at shit like what you're saying. I didn't see it like that. Now that I'm older, now I see everything a lot more clearly. But just a man just needs to be a man and just do what you got to do, you know, and not be lazy and party and on the corner drinking a 40-ounce, you know, shit like that.
A woman shouldn't even have a guy in her life like that referring to him as a man. So if a woman got somebody in her life occupying her space and time, and he conduct himself like that, she don't need to be looking at him. She needs to be looking at her.
Yeah.
Because if she got that, then she got exactly what she got. Because that's what she deserved. That's what she attracted. They vibe on the same vibrations. So she can't complain about what she keeps throwing her line out there in the water and reeling back in. Because her bait is attracting that.
Right. Well, what is the saying? You attract how you feel. I think that's how the saying is.
Well, I was always led to believe that our external world is a reflection of our internal world. If you got a lot of stuff going on outside of you that make you unhappy and unsatisfied and discontent, then you're a discontent person internally. What's on the inside comes out.
Right. That's true.
What's up with it, dude? What you got?
Yeah, Dewberry. Hey, Miss Sarfield.
What's up, dude?
Man, I'm just sitting back listening to it, man. You know what all females need to realize? Stop being so goddamn selfish. Stop being so goddamn selfish, man. At the end of the day, we dealing with so many motherfucking females that's selfish in the motherfucker, homie. That's why they hide their money. Why do you think that females hide their goddamn money? They don't let they nigga know everything that's going on. They hide their motherfucking money, man.
Men do it too. Dewberry, men do it too.
Hey,
now that we gotta pay the
thing
bill.
about a man. One thing about a man is this here. The reason why a man can't hide his money is is because one thing, homie. His job is to show the woman that he down for.
Get in there, kitty.
He can't hide his money. He want to take you shopping. He want to go buy your nail. He want to get your nails done. He gonna get your hair done. So why he gonna hide his money when he the one that's goddamn be spending his money to get your nails done, to get your hair done, your toes and everything else? So how can he hide his money? But here you come back, you got the female that playing the lame game. What you got going on? Nothing. I ain't got no money. Oh, I'm broke today. See, that's the game. See, and you know what, man? That's what a lot of females got to start realizing. That shit ain't gonna work, man. That selfish
Right.
shit, it ain't gonna work. And that's what's wrong. It's hard, it's easy to say it, but I'm gonna keep it real. Females hold too much emotions. They hold too much emotion. They say what they want. A nigga can give y'all the world. And guess what? A motherfucking female gonna find something. She gonna find something to complain about.
I agree. I agree. It's true.
I can't hear you, Miss Hartfield.
I said, is her complaint legit?
Her complaint ain't nothing legit. You know why?
Why?
Because all she's doing is she just sitting around trying to come up with an excuse to distract you. Because she can't be around you 24/7. And then when she around you 24/7, guess what? It's gonna be another problem. Every time you look around, all you see is no lie. They arguing, and you asking yourself, what the fuck are you mad about now? Oh, I'm just saying,
Right.
God damn, okay. When you fix that problem, then you gonna come and say, homie, it's too many motherfucking problems that females have that they try to throw off on a nigga.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I say what I say and I do what I do. Nigga, all females always talk about marriage. What the fuck are you married into?
Now,
What are you married into? That's what I keep telling everybody. Man, nigga, if you got somebody that's for you and y'all solid, y'all better keep that foundation. Because at the moment, man, you got niggas that ain't got time for all. Hey man, you got some niggas that's pushing you up. You got niggas that's do anything whatever for the female. Only to hear that female say, oh, you ain't doing enough. Oh, you ain't doing this. When nigga stop doing it. Or when nigga get in a situation to where he can't do it no more. That's what I'm talking about. So we gotta ask ourselves, what's really going on? Now, see, nobody want to talk about that. But I'm gonna keep it real, homie. Man, it's a lot of motherfucking need. It's a lot of niggas that give females their last penny. But when that last penny is gone and that man can't go get that other penny again, and he going through something, nigga, how many females that's not gonna be doing all that bitch ass talking and crying and complaining, but gonna say, man, hey, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I got you.
Yeah, I go get another bitch when they acting like that. I go put that dick on somebody. I go get help. Yeah, my woman go to give me problem like that, nigga. I'm going to go get us some help. I'm gonna go over to my girlfriend house where we ain't got a squabble. If I got the squabble at home, I'm gonna go get me a little bitch on the side where I ain't got the squabble. So that way when I get home, I don't mind squabbling.
Yeah.
Your mind squab.
Just like that, right?
And then if she find the ball on the side, just be willing to leave. What happened to like granddaddy that had a woman cross town and didn't get down there and call her? like Denzel Washington on Fences. What happened to them kind of man? But them was the kind of man that had something to bring to the table. Yeah. See, what happens is if you divide the table and separate the table, you keep your table over there, I keep my table over here. I bet the black woman act differently. What happened will we coming to sit down at her table. We sitting at her table, so if we speak too loud, or we smack too long, if we drop, she get to dictate. It ain't our table. And so black man is showing up at somebody else's table, wanting to sit at the head. Now she'll let you sit at the head, but she won't give you the voice. She won't give you the voice because even with your voice, she will undermine you to your kids, to the kids. Don't tell your daddy this. Keeping secrets from daddy undermines daddy.
Is that true, y'all? Y'all know for a fact that's the truth. Y'all know that. I don't know. Tell the truth. See, one thing about this game is nobody want to hear the goddamn truth. They want a pretty lie.
Man,
Would you lying to me?
The black man is at his best with multiple women. He's at his best with multiple women.
I think
he's at his best with multiple women, and he's treated better by his woman when he got multiple women. It's only when they know you got her. When she knows you all she got, nigga, she'll run you through the ringer. She'll never make you feel like a king. Ask the average faithful black man that's home that's not rich. He don't feel like no king, nigga.
But what does?
He don't feel. No.
Can I ask?
See, I'm saying this because I just left a multi-millionaire. I'm hanging out with multi-millionaires. They women don't act like our women. Now millionaire men get to do things and say things that us poor men don't get to do.
That's right.
Do you know why, Charleston?
Because they got money. See, I'm having money now, so I get to do what I want to do. But guess what? That's prostitution if you're looking at me for money. So what y'all did, y'all just solidified everything I said. The black man has no honor in his home if he ain't rich and famous.
No, because your point of saying the millionaire.
It's a whole lot of men with money beat their women. It's a whole lot of these rich men beat and abuse their women. It's a whole lot of broke men don't beat their women at all.
True.
It's a whole lot of rich men put their women in positions that they have never been in for to degrade them. The poor men can't do that. It's a whole lot of rich men who women bow to them because they rich. The poor man woman won't bow to him because he's honest. They don't want an honest man. They don't want a faithful man. They don't want a committed man. They just want a rich and famous man. They don't want a man of integrity. Did you hear what they just said? The reason he can do that because he has money, not because he has integrity. There's a difference, ladies.
Charleston, let me ask you something. Charleston.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me this. When the pro-black man, as you say, get a good woman that has his back through thick and thin, that has his back when he ain't got no money, when he don't have nothing, that have his back through it all, will help him come up, will help him when he ain't got nothing at all, will help him when he just got a dream. When he get the woman like that, when his ass reach a certain potential or a certain level, he forget about her. He don't want her.
Well, it's not that he don't forget about her. He remember how she treated him when he was broke. She thinks she had his back. No, listen. The black woman is like our mother. She thinks she raised us perfectly. The black woman is like our mother. She thinks she done the best she could and raised us perfectly and forgot that there was flaws in her raising us. So even with having our back, even when we don't have no money, y'all still treat us a certain kind of way. Y'all don't treat no nigga with no money like no king. Hell no. That's never happened with a black woman.
How can we treat a...
Listen. When you get your money, you don't go sit with him and discuss what you go do with your money. You go spend your money how you want to spend it and don't tell him nothing. When he don't have no money. You're not finna even incorporate him into the household business when he ain't got no money.
But what about when she do, Charles? What about when she do?
Well, this what she do. She just give him some pussy. That's what it all be about when he broke. It be about sex. It don't be about building one another up. She don't take him and give him no money to invest in him.
Yeah,
she don't take him and sit down with him and say, let's look at our credit score and let's rebuild our credit. It be about fucking and feeling.
Yep, laying in the bed. Yep, laying in the bed, fucking all day, laying around watching TV.
being home on time, not hanging with your partners no more,
Making
not
them
going to the
babies.
club, being at home except for her. But you got to remember, while he's doing bad, he's not getting the best treatment while he's trying to come up. His woman ain't cutting his toenails. She ain't talking highly of him. When she come home with an attitude from work and he ain't got no money, guess what? He has to endure her attitude. He can't correct it and he can't change it.
That go back to
when I was about that, my wife snatched the remote from me and said, "Get out my house." I said, "Man, I ain't going no motherfucking well." Next thing I know, she on the phone with the police. Oh shit, man! You see what I'm saying? But those are the small things that they'll forget.
Yep.
So guess what? I stopped. So after that, I stopped coming home every night because she forgot. She said, "Get out my house."
That's why.
So I started coming home 3 nights after the week. Cause guess what, baby? This your house, and I can be put out here. See, the black woman will remind you and her kids, "This is mine. I pay the bill." When she'll remind her and her kids. She'll even remind her mama, "No, mama, I pay the bills over here. You can't tell me nothing."
Yep.
So only that I should do a man when he on his ass.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Come on now.
That's why I said most dudes in a relationship operate in the relationship like a snake coiled up, waiting to attack. Because see, at some point in the relationship, the woman done wounded the man beyond his ability to forgive or repair himself. So he in the relationship with a lot of resentment, with a lot of pent-up anger and frustration. But he's saying, man, as soon as I get myself in a position where
I'm leaving this bitch.
Man, I'm gonna make this woman pay for the pain that she caused me. She
That's
don't realize
80% of black men in a relationship right now today, homie.
if you operate in a relationship from a compromised state, meaning that at some point that woman that made you compromise your values and your standards, then you in that relationship with pent up resentment and anger, you like a bow and arrow just cocked, waiting to be fired. And it's the perfect opportunity. When the opportunity presents itself, you gonna strike. And most dudes in a relationship, that's how they operate in a relationship right today. Coiled up like a snake, waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Yeah, because when you look at it, that's why niggas go 0 to 100. And now you got domestic violence because nigga can't take for so much and then balled up, and it just take the littlest thing to set anything off.
See, listen, homie, that's why it's the reason why grown men who get killed by the police get the response that they get. Because black women see grown men as they boys. They don't see them as their equals, homie. Man, one thing the black woman know, if I get mad at you, man, I ain't gonna put child support on you. A lot of niggas is on child support out of strife and resentments, not because the kid needs child support.
Yep.
Because if it was really about child support, she would put you on child support when things were going good between y'all, so you can have your rights. You don't get child support until she get mad at you. She don't put child support so you can have your paternity rights established.
Why you think women say he got himself together and left me? Why do you think women say that? Because he left a long time ago. He just got the resources to act on what he already been feeling and anticipating and plotting to do. So it ain't that he got himself together and left. He left a long time ago when you violated him. But as soon as he got the resources to act on what he knew he's supposed to have done months ago, he pulled that trigger. And in your mind, you think it wasn't because he got himself together. No, it was because you violated him years ago, months ago, weeks ago, days ago, by not knowing how to sit down and shut up. Because see, it's one thing to hurt a nigga feelings, but it's a whole nother thing to hurt his pride. And if you hurt his pride, you got some problems that ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, like you said,
see, the black woman has been listening to the black man if he can't sing, rap, or entertain. She haven't been listening to her brother. She hadn't been listening to her male best friend. They've been trying to tell us how to be men, and we've been crying out as men. And they've been saying, well, y'all bashing us. No, man, we crying out because we don't have a voice if we can't rap, sing, or entertain. Y'all don't listen to us if we can't sing a song, we can't act. If we can't go get in that spotlight, the black woman will not hear our cry.
Well, and I say it like this: a lot of times, ain't it weird how when you doing something, and again, like you say, the stigmata is everybody else around will believe, but I tell them it's like this: it's not that they don't believe you; they don't believe in you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. They see the results, but the believe in part, that's where the lack, where you just so hardly want them up to believe in you. That's all we want. You say we could be Superman, niggas say okay, but like you say, when you don't get that, and we need that facing the adversities that we go through every day, that's where the struggle comes in with us.
Let me ask a black woman this. When the last time you breathed life into a black man? Baby, you can do it. Baby, go get it. When the last time you done breathe every day, you got to breathe life into that man.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. And man, at some point, he realizes you the lifeline if you breathing life.
Come on.
But if every day is where you been, who is that? Why you ain't, man, that's that you tearing him down. You put constraints and restraints on a free man where he's bound to his home. He can't flourish. He can't evolve because he got to hurry up and get back home so he can be seen. Not be heard, be seen, because she's comfortable with seeing him in the house and he's not with nobody else.
Yeah, that's deep right
He
there.
can be
That's some
broke
real
in the
shit.
bitch as long as she can see him in that house. She don't care about him being broke as long as he coming home broke. She don't care about him being broke as long as he come home broke, faithful.
That's some real shit right there. You
He
said
can be a
seen and I
liar.
heard.
He meant as long as he come home. It ain't about him progressing. It ain't about him reaching his goals. It's about her needs and nothing else. And her need is for him to need her.
It's real.
That's her. Her need is for him to need her. Because when he don't need her, he have access of getting something that may look better than her.
No, you're right. You're right. Like Sane was saying about how people, how we, you spending the money, you doing everything. Like I said, when you look at it in the totality, when we we're raised that when what a woman is, we the only ones that say, we're going to take care of you for the rest of your life. But the satisfaction if a man just knew that a woman say that to them, we always hear that. When we get with, it's automatically our job is to take care of them and support them for the rest of our life. So just the part, like he said, to breathe life into somebody. Why would you not breathe life into somebody that said they're gonna take care of you when the average person wouldn't even tell you that? That's where we get our strength, just to breathe life, to say we can be anything we want to be. And that piggybacks on what Charleston said when it came down to Mama. Mama said that we just want somebody to say, you be Superman if you want to be it. And believe that he's going to believe in him, not believe that he's going to do it, believe in him totality, because that's where you can at least say, hey, you didn't do what you said you was going to do. But a lot of niggas don't believe that they woman really believe in them half the time, but everybody else do.
For one, man, you do to be second guessed, to be questioned all the time. That severs a relationship between two people, right? So if your woman thinks you lying all the time, if she's questioning your thought process, she's questioning your judgment, homie, she don't believe in you. That's not your woman. For if your woman run to the preacher and she listening to the preacher, that's not your woman. She don't believe in you. She believe in the preacher man.
That's
if your woman is waking up, going on YouTube, watching Kevin Samuels, watching all these other men, that's not your woman, homie. She believe in what those men saying.
That's
Your woman should be waking up designed to hear your words, your instructions, your plans, your goals, your aspirations. But how many women are waking up to hear their man's words? Not many, homie.
Yeah.
I do.
So the problem is, man, we still believe in black women. They don't believe in us.
Yeah.
They don't believe they can quit their job, nigga, and we can take care of them, which I understand. They don't believe that a nigga is trying to be better and do better as a man. They not looking at what we doing, homie. They looking at what we not doing for them. And they saying we not good men based on what we not doing for them. Not based on what we trying to do for us as men.
That's real spill.
You see what I'm saying, nigga? We really trying to fix ourselves as black men, but our women saying, "No, y'all ain't trying to. You ain't did because we not doing nothing based on what they think we should be doing for them. But we fixing us. We working hard to stop saying bitch. We working hard to quit calling her a hoe.
Yep, you're right. You're right. But then,
Say, hold on.
the crazy part, it's hard for us to be truthful when we speaking on like he said about the green eyes, like you say the hair is hard. It's like a confusing contradiction. It's almost like trying to pull us away from what as a black man, what our values are, and saying, okay, you are generalized, but we're not. We're never gonna think like that. We don't think like everybody else.
Hold what you got.
We're not designed.
Hold what you got. What's up with it, Johnny Leslie? Shout out to you. Was that you who said you niggas don't blame the women for this? If it's like that, y'all are not compatible? Johnny Leslie, I'm talking. What's up with it, homie?
Johnny Leslie.
Yeah, Leste. How you say your name, man?
Nah, man, I don't even know why it's saying that. My name Cam Elmore. That's somebody I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's showing Johnny Leslie. What's up with it, Cam? What
man,
you got?
Not much. How you doing, Mr. Wilkinson?
It's all good, bro. You got an interesting perspective. Expound on it.
And so the question is, what's the question again?
What is the roles of a wife / girlfriend to her husband or her man? And whatever a woman think, where did they get their information from? Because see, women got a understanding of what a man is supposed to be, how a man is supposed to be. So I always try to understand where they got this understanding of what a man is and how a man be a man from. So that's why I ask them, whatever you think, where did you get your information from?
Well, nowadays, the only source you can really get the information from, you think men and women get, is from this social media site. You know, you got all these blogs and these outlets, man. You know, it's just like people don't even know how to read no more. I think that's where the line crossed right there. Like, people get more of their news from these fake news channels on the internet. When, like, back in the day, like, if you really want to see an example, you would just go out in the streets and then you would just see just ordinary people. But it just seemed like nowadays, you know, these new mindsets are getting out there, you know, these new moguls, as I would say. And it just seems like they're leading a lot of people astray from what actually life is. You know, the social media world, that's not the real world. When you get off your phone for the day, your computer, you go to work, or you just go to chill with your family. If you don't got no family, you just a young man like me. You do what you need to do to evolve yourself. But it's just like people just really get led astray by what the internet tells them to do. Like, people just forget, like, you're your own individual. However you feel like somebody should be, you need to go and find that person. Don't try to make something that's not trying to be diamonds tear you down. You feel me? You got to know what that other person is trying to value from you. But it's just like, you know, women and men want somebody that they can't have.
What do you mean? Explain that.
Like, you know, say you watching television or something like that. You see the rich guy, he's fancy, he's flamboyant, all that. But in reality, it's just like, it's a lot of dudes out there who don't really have the money.
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
That was a live and free coming in here with all that echoing. I muted them. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I just feel like, you know, the square kid in school who want the hottest girl in the school, but he knows deep down that, you know, he can't have her. But there's probably somebody else right next to her who could fulfill his needs, fulfill his desires. But it's just like he want to keep chasing that thing, and he keeps chasing it his whole life. And he looks back and sees like, wow, I wasted my whole life chasing this, and they didn't even want me the whole time. And I feel like women do the same thing what that same square would do. And then it's just like, you know what your benefits are when you grow up, you mature yourself, but then it's just like you want something that you just really can't have, and you wasting your time, your energy, and your spiritual purpose that God gave you since birth, you know, just chasing something that you just can't have. Everything is not for just one person to have. Everybody has their own personal, you know, talents, skills, mindsets. And then when you try to combine that with what that person has, and your spirit, your instincts is telling you that it's wrong, but you just want to keep on chasing that thing, knowing that it's not right for you. And I just feel like, you know, these people get married for 30 years of their life and stuff like that. And then when they get divorced, it's like, damn, I wasted all my time, all my energy, my finances, and me and you weren't even compatible in the first place. So I just seem like people are starting to lose the definition of what compatibility is. Like, people are trying to be compatible with things that it's just not going to be your yin and yang with. You feel me?
Okay. Well, what is your definition of compatibility? What does it mean when two people are compatible?
You know, it's just like a battery. You know, it's a plus and a minus. If that battery that you two have can light up just your whole little inner world and your outer world, to me, that's what compatibility is. It's just like a battery. You know, you need that plus and you need that minus, but if you got a plus plus or a minus minus, it's not gonna go anywhere. You gotta figure out what that other solar opposite end is to know if you're compatible or not.
All right. Okay, we got somebody else. Live and free TV done come in the building, and
Hold
I
on.
done unmuted y'all.
Okay, we got somebody else. We
Hey,
got
y'all
somebody else
know that. Let me
live
mute
and free
them.
TV.
Yeah, they got some crazy stuff going on. What's
Hey,
up with it, dude?
listen though. The topic is, my thing is this. So I'm looking at your topic, right? Then I'm looking at the conversations, right? The
They
topic.
veering away from the topic.
Listen, hold on. So my thing is, I'm looking at this. You are in a relationship. We talking about those people that are in a relationship. Fuck what we want. Common sense gonna tell us that we can't get everything that we want.
Right.
All right, but we can get what we need. Now it's called compromising. When we start sitting down and start compromising, nigga, what I'm saying is, don't switch up in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Don't switch up when I stop giving. Don't switch up because I'm trying to do something to better myself. Don't switch up. That's the problem right now that we live in with a lot of females that come in saying that, oh man, I'm gonna be with you forever. You know when y'all sign that paperwork when y'all get married, that paperwork say that once you get married, y'all together forever through good times and bad times, right? So why leave me when I get broke? Why leave me when I get broke? Come
Say
on, man.
because when you get broke, it's time to represent what I done said. I just said it. I don't want to represent it. Yeah, when you get broke, I got to stand on what I said. When it comes time to standing on what I said, I didn't say it. Yeah, I said it, but I stressed for better. I didn't stress it for worse. That's what that's about. I mean, everybody can stay down when the time is going good, but when times get hard and you really got to stay down, very few people stay down. Yeah, so that's why that play out like that. But see, in the initial stages, it's easy to mislead and deceive each other because the only thing you got to produce is words. But when your words got to be substantiated with actions, that's when you start to see the contradictions. Yeah, when I got to represent what I done said, that's when we started seeing shortcomings. And we started seeing that we started hearing I didn't say it like that. Well, if I said it like that, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, but it's one thing to say it, it's a whole nother thing to display it. That's why I say I can't hear nothing but what I see. Yeah, if you tell it to me, I don't understand. If you show it to me, I comprehend.
Right.
No, but that's what's wrong. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of our women. They forget they gotta keep showing too. They want us to keep showing. What about y'all? Y'all ain't gonna keep showing? See, that's what I don't. That's the main problem that we have in these relationships. That's one of the main problems we have in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to keep showing. They want to stop showing. Nigga, don't stop showing now.
If you stop showing, then you stop saying. And then a lot of times the vows that was agreed to in the beginning, they start getting amended along the way. You said some stuff in the beginning that you don't really necessarily desire to represent now, because the times didn't change. So a lot of times we need to come back to the drawing boards. Yeah, we need to be reminded of what we done committed ourselves to.
Yeah.
Somebody say, I think the problem is so many people go into a relationship not being qualified for what they want. We are not equal. We are compatible. We are not one. Relationship has been and will be understanding. Somebody want to speak on that?
Hello?
They say, I think
for some reason I can't hear.
They say, I think the problem is so many people go into a relationship not being qualified for what they want.
I think the question I need clarification is, again, you got to break it down. When they're saying qualified, then what is the qualifications? That they got to be understood. That there's a foundation. We trying to find out what is just a simple foundation. Like I said, again, I just look at it from having empathy, having understanding when we go out here, when we say we trying to make stuff happen, we're really trying to make it happen. Now, I get it when y'all say that, whatever quote unquote the census is, that, not all, but most want to not do that and want to do that. But there are some. And my thing is that we don't sit down and break down in other cultures. Like I said, my question is, why is it that a nigga say, okay, I'm going out here to go try to make some money, and he got to be going to go holler at somebody, but let's say an Asian white or whatever man put on a suit and said he going to have a business dinner, but he ain't going up there to mess with the secretary, but the nigga can't go hang out with his boy. He always got to be a stereotype. He going to go do something. But nobody says about the businessman that put the suits on and take the traveling trips and going for, taking the business trip.
Say, I'm trying to figure out why.
Look.
Go ahead, Sean.
Check this out. So, in my opinion, now this question that person just posed, or this statement saying about compatibility and all of that. First of all, we were designed to be compatible. A man is designed to be compatible with a woman. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to understanding what your role is. A man needs to understand what his role is, and a woman needs to understand what her role is. That's what the understanding is. As long as you have that understanding, then the compatibility part is gonna work itself out.
Right.
All that other stuff, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. At the end of the day, if a woman understands her role and a man understands his role, then y'all can make it work.
Now, Sean, some people are not compatible. And to piggyback off of that statement that Kieran just said, off of that person, not knowing your role, when you get with a person, he needs to make clear what he wants his woman to be able to do and what it is she's gonna be doing. Because like some women don't know how to cook. He might want her to cook her dinner, cook him dinner every day, but she can't cook dinner if she can't cook. That's something he needs to know up front. Yeah, there's certain things he needs to know off the rip So he don't have these expectations, and she won't have these expectations either. Because if she can't do what's needed and he can't do what's needed, they don't need to be together.
Then she needs to learn how to cook.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say no word in can't. Ain't no word as can't.
Ain't no such thing as can't. You can't do something because you ain't took the time to learn how to do it.
Sean, some women
you haven't had the discipline to say, okay, this is something that I'm not that good at, or something that I haven't been taught. But I can teach, or I can have somebody to teach me how to do it, or I can go and get the information and learn how to do it. Ain't no such thing as can't. You can't because you don't want to.
She might not want to. She might don't want to. It's a lot of women that won't cook and they're not going to cook.
Right. Well, that's what they
you ain't gotta cook. Hell, I cook.
Right. No, but I'm saying, and that's what she should say. But a lot of the words right there, well, I can't cook. No, I don't. Just say I don't want to. And if you say I don't want to, trust me, the response you get from a man is gonna be totally different than I can't cook. Because after a while, so many years, it's like, okay, what if you mess around and y'all ain't working, and the only thing you got to do is go in the house and cook, and he got to go out there, he coming there, and you don't know how to, you telling me they can't get on YouTube. If you get on YouTube and look at how to find the latest lashes and the latest lace fronts and shit like that, you telling me they can't go on YouTube and learn how to boil water and put eggs in the motherfucker?
But that's because those are things that she wants to do. And once again,
that's what I said.
She don't want to cook. She don't want to be. A lot of women don't want to get married. They don't want to be a wife. But then they with this man that want them to be a wife. Well, baby, she might not want to be a wife. These are the things that need to be told up front, so you know your role. So you won't have no trouble or no issue. I'm not getting this out of this person. You not doing this, not doing that, because they don't want to do it. She didn't want to be a wife. She didn't want to have no children. He might not want to be a husband, but she want a husband.
Right. So do you think it's wrong when people, what they say when you first meet the person, instead of they need to kill the farce where they say you're no longer meeting, you're not really meeting a person, you're meeting this representative. So then we need to kill that whole theory, the representative, just keep it real, because you're not meeting a real person. These, first, I ain't trying to say them, but some of these females, first 15, they clean up in the club, and then you realize, yeah, they didn't. Hey, that's about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And like again, she might be a woman that don't keep her house clean. She might not know how to keep her house tidy, and she might be one of them women that just not a tidy woman. Those are men don't want to come home to a messy house, a woman that can't do this and do that. But again, back to the topic, what's your role, whether you a wife or a girlfriend? And if those things not talked about up front, then sometimes people get it misconstrued and they don't know their role. Well, hell, a woman might not know how to be a woman. A man might not know how to be a man. So some things we have these unrealistic expectations that they cannot fulfill.
But see, here's the thing, and it goes back to the topic that we had a couple of weeks ago about intimacy. When a man and a woman understands, or when they have that intimate relationship with each other, then they can understand that, okay, well, this is what my husband or my wife is asking me to do. So therefore that allows them to understand their role, because they're intimate enough to say, okay, I can talk to you about any and everything, regardless. Let's just say if the man don't like cleaning up behind himself or something, but if they have that type of relationship to where they can talk to each other, and his wife can come to him and say, hey babe, I know you tired, you just got home from work, but I've been dealing with the kids all day or whatever, I just need you to help me do this. That boils back to that intimate relationship that they have with each other, knowing their role. Yes, I understand that as my expectation, okay, it's for my wife to clean the house. Let's just say this is his expectation. But if he understands, okay, I know it's her responsibility to clean the house, but I can understand that I can help her. It's not always just because, oh, well, that's your role, you got to be only set in that way. No, it's about give and take. Okay, you know what your role is, but I understand I can help you. I can back you. That's what we're here for.
But Sean, that's a communication that you're saying. Most people don't communicate, and they don't talk.
A lot of times communication is non-existent in relationships, and that's part of the problem.
Yes, I agree.
That's the biggest part of the problem.
Because, like, you know, I heard men say, well, you know, a woman has a lot of responsibilities to do off the rip, especially if she have children. She have to work. She have to come home and cook. She have to take care of the kids. She have to do homework. She has all these responsibilities to do anyway. Sometimes you might need some meal prep. You know, that's just other little bitty things that you can do to help out. But sometimes she might need help from the man. Open your mouth and say, baby, hey, you know, I had a long day. I had to help the kids, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. I didn't get a chance to do it. Can you stop and grab dinner? I mean, it could be a small thing sometimes, but they don't
What's understood ain't got to be understand.
You
understand shit. I understand and see everything that you're going through and everything that you're doing. I know shit. I'm gonna do what I can do to help you out. At the end of the day, it don't take rocket science. It's like shit. You know how hard you work. You know how hard your wife work or your girlfriend or whatever. Shit, if you see her slacking in the area or you see him slacking in the area, then you should put it upon yourself to say, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, now hold up. We just got a woman come up in here. Let's get her take on the situation. How you doing, Miss Liz?
I'm fine. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, Pam?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
When I was dating, if I was looking for, I don't know how you be talking. Saying I don't like being up here, you know that. But if I was looking just for like a fuck, it didn't matter who it was. But when I was looking for somebody, is that my mic or what? It's an echo.
It must be echoing back to you. You boomerang.
Okay, well I'm gonna take these out so I can't hear. But when it came down to my kids, because I was a single mother of 5. So if I met a dude at the club, you at the club, I'm not gonna bring you to my house. You got whatever you got going on, we just did what we did. But when it came down to me looking for a husband, I wanted somebody that was gonna teach me something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care how old, and right now my husband is 7 years older than me. He read. I don't like to read. I like to look at shit. You know what I'm saying? He's precise. I'm not. He think inside the box. I think outside the box. We've been arguing for 15 years. 15 years. Yeah, but right now, everything is, you know, because he's an Aries, I'm a Capricorn. I'm working on me. He denying him. I really need him to come up here. That's who I need to come up here. Because, you know, he feel like, I think he feel like he doing some man shit, but we don't really know what man shit is. But anyway, this ain't about him. But when I was looking for a husband, if I know I like to cook, it didn't matter if he cooked or not. If I don't like to cook, I'm going to find somebody that like to cook. Or either we got money to pay somebody to come and cook. And he said something to me one time. He said people is misunderstanding marriage. Like back in the day when you was getting married, you was already had a husband. By the time you was 5, your mama knew that you was going to be married to the Joneses because the Joneses got land. And we was going to put y'all together. So what I'm saying is, God damn it, if you love yourself, you won't be looking for nobody else to love you. If you took care of yourself, you won't be looking for nobody else to do it.
Exactly.
So I think it's balance. Everything is about balance. I don't know. But when I wouldn't bring just any man around my kids. Like my husband, he from Mississippi. He don't sag his pants, no tattoos, got a job, don't be on no block, you know, shit like that. So I don't know. I don't look for shit like that. I look for benefit shit, beneficial shit.
So, as your role of being a wife, what's your role to you of being a wife to your husband?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. My mama, I'm not going to tell you that I know because we're not born with roles. God didn't instill roles in me. I have male energy in me. I have female energy in me. When his male energy is up high, that must mean my female energy up high. If my female energy up too high, his male energy down low. So everything is about balance. I don't know what my role is. If he gets sick,
confuse the shit out of me.
I don't know why. I don't know what my role is. If he's sick, I take care of him. If he can't pay the bills, I pay the bills. If he need me to do something, I do. It's a partnership. I don't know what my role is. We make the company run. That's all I'm going to say. The company got to run.
Well, there you go right there. You put it on the head.
Yeah, you got to treat everything like a company. You got a head. Who is the head? Big God is the head. Who is the second head? He's the manager. I'm a manager. It depends on whatever we own at that day.
Hey, man, I say it like this. When it comes to marriage, Me and my wife, I'm the pilot, she the co-pilot. She can handle
shit.
all
but if you get
there,
sleepy,
and I
then
got
she
all
got
the
to be the
knobs and the
pilot.
direction. Yeah, I'm the pilot, she the
Yeah,
co-pilot.
I can't tell you that.
And I'm gonna piggyback on that what C Dub said, because I was gonna answer that what that meant, but he already cleared that shit up for me anyway in the pen you put.
Yeah, so I don't know what my role is. I just do what I think that I'm supposed to do, which I know I don't want another man jumping up and down on me, so I'm faithful. If he asks me to do something, I do it, so I'm obedient. I mean, I don't know what the role is.
And see, I can respect that. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I wish women had the courage to step up and say, I don't know what my role is. So if you don't know what your role is, where do you get your instructions? Where is your instructional manual?
Shit, I don't know. It's instilled in me. I guess I don't know. I don't know what ain't no. And people looking for answers. All the answers is in you. Ain't no marriage role. It's somebody that you building with, that you can get along with, that you can stand, wake up looking at every day, that you can argue with and kiss when you get through. Like I said, we've been arguing for over 15 years. And we like this. We like this, I swear to God. People call us toxic all the time. But that's, y'all on the outside looking in. We in here. So I don't know. It worked for us.
It worked for you. That's all that counts.
I don't know what the role is. Some people have shit that they create on their own, and some people just go by what their grandma did. Mama go to church, daddy follow. Fuck that.
Well, in some relationships there have to be roles. I'm gonna say, because some women feel like they supposed to be the head of the household.
Sometimes you have to be.
No.
Sometimes you have to be. My husband was sick. Who had to answer the door? Me. Who had to take out the trash? Me. I had to. No, it's not. It's the same. What you're saying? It's the same.
It's not.
It's the
Because some
same.
women think they're supposed to run the relationship, the household, everything, and that's not. If you got a man in the house, you not.
Sometimes you have to. You have some. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You have some men that is submissive like that will do what you tell them, but that'll kill a nigga behind you. That might be his role. Like you said, I don't know. No manual says that a man just have to run the house. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand
all of these intelligent people in here, all of these goddamn independent women. You mean to tell me all these educated, intellectual, independent women can't answer a simple question as to where the manual as it pertains to the responsibility of a wife in a relationship with her husband comes from?
Slash girlfriend too.
It comes from your inside. It comes from God. Girlfriend, in my opinion. I don't know about no girlfriend, but I think the manual comes from God. When y'all meet each other, like, okay, so my husband, I felt him before I saw him. It's a manual. It's a contract between spirits. It's something you don't even have to talk about. I don't understand what it is.
Tell him before you saw him. What the hell you saying?
I was walking to the mailbox and I felt somebody following me, and I turned around and looked, and it was him. I felt him before I saw him.
All right, look. Somebody said, yeah, because you confusing the hell out of me. Yeah, I started to think that's some of that. Yeah, that's some of that creepy. Check this out. Somebody said, y'all think these black women are supposed to fall to these sorry MFs coming straight out of jail and most of the time lose it all. Y'all ain't even gotta say nothing. Whoever Johnny listen is, let me tell you this. Whoever this is coming straight out of jail, we ain't thinking nothing. We ain't thinking nothing about what you're supposed to fall for. You asking the question. But you only fall for what you fall for. Yeah, some people, that's not their dilemma. That's not their problem. Maybe that's your problem. I don't know. But yeah, you only fall for what you fall for. You only attract what you attract. But I got a question. Yeah, I got a question. Is good dick the antidote to all of it? Yeah, because I saw a statement a while ago where somebody say, I can slang this cock. Yeah. They actual words is I can fuck. So
that's how a lot of people get in messed up situations right there, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's straight. But that's straight to the point. After all the argument and all that, ain't that to the point? Straight to the point.
That's not gonna lead a relationship. If people think they can rule a relationship by their dick and they pussy. A lot of women try to run their relationships with their men with their pussy. Well, I'm not gonna give you none for a month. I'm not gonna give you none for 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, are you married? You married?
Yeah.
You married? I'm talking to what's your name? I can't see you.
Who me? About me?
The lady with the glasses.
Oh, okay.
You married?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let me tell you something. when I was talking to my mama, my grandmother died at 102. I knew my grandmother. And when I talked to my husband's mama, I said, so I kept asking him to marry me or when we gonna get married. You know what his mama said? Close your legs. I closed them hoes. I was married the next month. You close them. Clank, clank, everything. Grandma and them said it. Close your legs. Whatever you want, close your legs. When you want something, open them holes. And that's what you do.
That ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing but get your feelings hurt. If you got a nigga that you can control with the opening and closing of your legs, you got a thunder dick.
Listen, if you ask your grandmother, how you gonna get married? How is a woman gonna get married? Close your legs. Stop fucking everybody. That's what that meant. That's what she said. That's what she said.
She might have said that.
Granny, go sit down over there somewhere and go to the dial-up internet. Yeah,
quit.
Go to the dial-up internet.
Listen, this is what I'm talking about. If you a woman and you keep fucking for shit, you looking for a husband, you ain't gonna never find no goddamn husband. You got to stop fucking. What are you fucking for? You're not building anything. You got a boyfriend. You're not finna get no husband. Don't fuck him. Quit fucking. That's how you learn people. That's how you talk to people. They go on a date. Motherfuckers not dating no more. They just fucking. Close your legs.
Now I agree with that part of it.
Yeah.
I agree with
That's what she meant. That's what she meant. She was telling me to stop fucking him. You wanted to marry you, stop giving him everything he wants. Basically.
And the men, if you want your woman to act right, quit giving that dick up. Cause they
that's not how you do that.
They try to make it like the only thing.
Go ahead.
Power. Cause hey, that dick got some power, especially if you know how to push it. Yeah,
but when you don't give it to a woman, she gets angry. So
it don't matter. Yes, it don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter about her getting angry. Yeah, she got to feel the effects of the absence.
I don't know. I don't know how this shit works.
Start being stingy with that iron. Yeah, start being stingy with that iron. You'll get some act right. Yeah, let them know they ain't the only one who can put a nigga on restriction. Start putting them on deep restriction.
Deep restriction.
Start putting them on deep restriction.
Say go in time out.
Don't come here devaluing that dick, cause that dick hole is on.
Oh, I ain't never did that, baby. I just said you could train a woman with your dick. You could be an ugly, busted up ass nigga with not ever having a job with a nice dick and forever be taken care of. So I ain't never depreciated the dick, baby. Matter of fact, I got a dick stop. Okay? Yes. I've never did that.
Yeah, so anybody in that chat or you feeling some kind of way in the back of your mind, the hell with you. Don't try to devalue that dick. That dick hole is on.
Yeah. I had to tell my boys that. I sure did tell my boys that. Don't be just dry here giving these bitches this dick.
You done saved up enough acorn. Yeah, you done saved up enough acorn. Yeah, you did. You done saved up enough acorn when that dick quit working, and then now they got a surgery where you can get a pump put in that dick. So it ain't got to quit working. All you gotta do is get you a little money. They got some nitrogen you can squirt in that sucker.
But you know what? That's why encourage men to get married, because you're gonna have to find somebody that's gonna love you for you and willing to take care of you, because after 40 that dick don't get all the blood coming to it. So you gonna find, hold on, you gonna find somebody. Wait a minute. No, Shane, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, he don't want to let me finish.
Good circulation.
Okay, let me show you something. He don't want to let me finish. I thought we were having a dialogue. You don't want to let me finish.
I'm 46 and I got damn good circulation.
You gonna have to listen. You gonna have to find somebody that's gonna want to hunch on you. When you a baby, your dick start off like this. As you get older, it goes like this. That blood stop going to that dick. So you gonna have to find somebody that's gonna want to hunch on you. Get married, nigga.
That blood stop going to that kid too.
Find y'all a wife.
Say that blood.
That pussy don't never stop working.
You lying to me.
It don't stop.
You lying to me. Why they got KY? Why they got Geritol?
Listen. You said KY jelly, so it gets dry. It don't stop.
All right.
Unless the good Lord get it sold up. That pussy could be dead in the grave and it's still gonna be open to the pussy. It's still gonna be open.
You lying to me. Because the nigga punch is right here, sit down. Yeah, you lying to me. You lying to me.
We birth humans. Y'all never beat up a pussy. Come on. We just make y'all feel like y'all beat up a pussy. We birth humans.
You can't birth a human by yourself.
That's not what I'm saying, Sane. I'm saying we push babies out, so there's no way a man can beat up a pussy. We just make you say that.
You don't push no baby in there.
Let me roll this, because we're going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a while.
That baby come out. That baby don't go in. You lying to me. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But y'all still ain't beat up no pussy. We can still get up and go to work tomorrow.
Sean.
You lying to me.
So
yeah, you lying to me. A nigga go get one of them Kevin Samuel pills and beat that transmission out of commit. Yeah, you lying to me.
Ain't nobody finna jump up on top of me with no goddamn pill. Now, shit. Listen, bitch, you got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes. Whatever you don't complete in 30 minutes is over. Because I'm not on that shit no more. I'm not on that shit no more. Sex is made for babies, making babies. I'm not on that shit no more. I'm on something else.
You must be at the senior citizen home. Yeah, you must be at the senior citizen home. Because 30 minutes is the prelude.
Oh, well. Oh, motherfucker, well. Hey, I ain't trained mine. And if he go to another woman, all she gonna get is 30 minutes. Bitch, you got 15 more years to retrain it. 30 minutes, that's it.
All right, now check this out. We going back to the subject because y'all done took the conversation, all done took all off the track.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Say for real, they got a surgery that they do. Women ain't the only ones who can cheat with the BBL. They got a piece of jump you can go get done where you can pump nitrogen with that muscle. Look it up.
I don't understand those. I took care of a man. I used to be nursing before I started doing hair, and this man had a rod in his penis. It was a white man. And listen, he had to put a diaper on, and it would not lay down. That bitch just stayed up like that. So you had to tie a diaper on that bitch and tie another diaper on it like that. He had a rod.
I'm telling you, they think I'm playing. I ain't bullshitting. Some dudes out here pay to punish you. Yeah, it's some dudes out here pay to punish you. But back to the topic.
Because you talking about something else.
But the moral of the story is a woman got to be taught how to be a woman.
Now, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
So who's dropping the ball?
The niggas. They too lenient on us. And I said once before, and it sounded wrong, but I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I think women got too many choices, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you know what I mean, but that's what the fuck I mean.
What do you mean choices of what?
I mean, like, You don't have to do this because at one point the man was paying all the bills. All the bills. That's why we did what needed to be done. But so now you can take care of yourself. You can do this and you think you don't need no man. So that's why a lot of motherfuckers ain't married too. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. I'm blind man shuffling through this shit.
Say you can't go wrong. You ain't went wrong yet.
I ain't went wrong yet. And I think God like that about me because I'm honest to say I don't know. And I really don't. But when I do, I'll let you know. I really don't know. I think of being married is like treating yourself. You know, when you look in the mirror and talk to yourself, that's what it is. Yourself. I don't know.
Well, at least you'll admit it. Everybody else will act like they know and ain't got nothing to say.
That is a good question.
That thing, probably everything is about balance, though. I don't know what our role is. We just know. Now, I could tell you, like, my auntie. My auntie paid all the bills. He went to work. She did go to work, but she took care of the house. She always cooked. She ran his bath water. I wasn't finna do that motherfucker shit. I wasn't finna do all that goddamn shit. You know what I thought? I thought to myself, that's too much like serving. This nigga don't even come home on time. Why she doing all this shit? I don't do all that shit. I ain't finna do it.
Karen, somebody said in the comments, who taught most of the men?
The streets. What men taught most?
How to be husbands.
How to be who y'all are in the roles, I guess.
Narrow.
Gee, we blind man shuffling.
Ain't nobody taught most of the men. Most of the men is taught by way of criticism, by way of ridicule. Most of the men is and brought up on all kind of ridiculous accusations. So men get baptized by the fire. Men get baptized by the fire.
So is it not safe to say that women as well learn through life, learn through the way, learn through trial and error? If they not taught by a mother or a grandmother, they might have been self-taught as well. So I mean, at the end of the day,
it's fair, but men ain't the topic of discussion here. Women are. I don't want to talk about no man. I ain't one of them kind of men. We're talking about women.
I don't know what my role is. I do know. The only thing I do know is I know what he like. You know he like to eat. Ooh. So I do know he like to eat, and I do know I don't want him eating no other woman's food, so I cook. I mean, so it's almost like a common sense type of thing. Like I know he got to go to work. I know I should wash his uniforms because he at work and I'm at home. And if I'm at work and he at home, he do the same thing. I don't know what the fuck y'all want me to say.
Common sense ain't common no more.
Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Go ahead.
Have there ever been infidelity in your marriage?
Not that I know. It's a big echo.
Got a bad echo.
Okay, so now that I know of
talking about it.
Now that I know of, but if I did, somebody be dead.
Okay. So fidelity, because it's always those things that break up relationships along with money, and those are serious questions. Can you overcome that infidelity? You understand what I'm saying? Because I think that stands the test of time in any relationship, especially when you have money.
I thought about that. Can you unmute it? Talking?
Sure.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I thought about that, and I've been thinking about that like for the last month. Would I leave? I mean, we met like in my mid-20s. He took all of my 30s, all of my 40s. I'm on insurance. He's on insurance. We got joint bank accounts. I got a company. So if he go get some pussy, yeah, it's gonna get talked about. But bitch, you ain't finna get everything I work for. I don't think I'm gonna let him go. I just don't think so. Like I said, I look at shit as a partnership with a respect. But if he ever did cheat, I don't know what I would do. But I have been thinking about that. But I don't think I would leave. We'd have built too much. Buying some pussy would never be the reason for nothing in my book.
But wouldn't that be breaking your trust and disloyalty or not? Because I understand the bigger picture.
No, I don't think it'll be breaking my trust because I don't look at shit like that. Like, when I go to work, I'm at work. If you call me, I answer the phone. If I call you, I call you. I'm not worried about where you at, what you doing, because the only way you really know a man is faithful is when you in his face, and that bitch could still be cheating inside his mind on some shit. So, I would steal the trust. I don't trust nobody any fucking way. Long as I got the PIN code, bitch, the pass code, I'm still the beneficiary. You still going to work. I'm going to work. Everybody alive. We all good. Fuck that. Those are low vibrational thoughts. I don't want that shit in my life. Get them demons out of here. I don't want it in there. Those are low vibrational thoughts. If this nigga is cheating, let this bitch have good credit, Lord. Lord, let this bitch be the plug for some good exotic weed. Let this bitch be beneficial to our union on some shit.
But look,
they said infidelity. Look at him. He say I wouldn't give a damn if she had good credit or not. Yeah, they both probably be dead. But I would be out because it's like in a fit of passion on some shit. But I don't worry about shit like that. I try not to worry about shit like that. You cheating?
How we get on that? Roles.
Yeah, I don't know what role. I don't know. What you think
a woman I think you got it, miss. You got it. You living it. You've been there for 15 years. You're not perfect, but you got an understanding.
So is any one of these women going to explain what a woman role is in a marriage? Relationship. Ain't nobody answered the goddamn question. We've been on here 2.5 hours. Can some woman tell us what y'all understand y'all role to be?
I got the girlfriend.
Some men work, the women don't work. Sometimes the women work, the men don't work.
I don't know what my role is. What would I think my role is? What does that mean, role?
I know that's kind of
okay. Well, take role out and let's word play. I can substitute a couple of words. We're gonna substitute role for responsibility. Responsibility is your ability to respond to situations and circumstances. So, what is a woman's responsibility? What is her ability to respond to the situation and circumstances as it relates to her man or her husband? What is the woman's responsibility?
Loyalty, for one.
Loyalty. I just told you what it was. You said the ability to respond. So when he called, I respond. Whatever it is. If you're sick, I respond. If you can't go to work, I respond. If the bills are late, I respond. If you need some pussy, I respond. If you want a blowjob, I respond. If you want to talk, I respond. If you want to listen, you know what I mean? I don't know. You said it's a response.
It's too many roles.
She's responsive. Sounds like to me.
Yep.
So, okay. So
I said it sounds like she's responsive. I think, in my personal opinion, this lady. What's your name, ma'am? Anyway,
we talking about.
I think she has it. I think Lee has it. She's demonstrating it. She's been married 15 years. She understands her partner. Her partner understands her. She did say, I will not let outside interference destroy what we have built. So she's very, I don't know, you say submissive, understanding. We're going to talk about it, but it ain't going to damage what we have created. And that sounds like loyalty to me. I think when when it's all said and done, and because you don't have an answer after 2 hours, it's because it is no answer. It's an action.
Yeah. This is our
In
therapist.
order to represent them actions, you got to have an understanding of what those actions are. I ain't gonna let y'all off that easy. Oh, it's an action. Okay, well, what the hell is the action? If you know it's an action, then you know what it is. Yeah, you done said something, but you ain't said nothing. That's just, yeah, you misleading me. What do you mean it's an action? Well, how do you know it's an action?
Because I asked her a question. I said, if your husband was to cheat, but before I asked her a question, she gave us a play-by-play about her relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So right there, it was action. She demonstrated. And y'all always say action speaks louder than words. Sometimes you can't describe what something is, but you can show.
I like that. Because I can't describe it.
Go on, girl. Talk that talk. Let them know.
I'm losing up here. Yeah, did we lose signal?
I just asked my son, he 26. I asked him what do he think the role of a wife is. And he said he can't answer that without somebody getting offended.
Well,
It don't matter if they get offended. The truth offends who it
it
offends.
come for the time because a lot of people, especially a lot of men, got a perception of it because they thinking about it from a point of view back when women didn't work.
That's just like.
But now that women work, they ain't gonna have as much time to do the thing that the grandma did or something like that.
That's my husband talking.
And they was talking about that with feminism and stuff like that. They was talking about that. Now some of them take it a little overboard. Yeah. You know, they don't want to do none of the shit, but.
And that's why they said that's why there's so many single women.
See, my 26-year-old son said that's why so many single women.
Why? But he didn't say why.
Oh, he said no. Somebody. Hold on.
That's because there's more women than men.
Here, why did you say that's why so many single women? Come tell him what you said. Put the microphone right here. I'm talking about what just.
It's the same thing Kevin Samuels was preaching.
But I'm saying, why did you say it's so many single women?
What did I say?
Because the feminism.
Oh, because the feminism and stuff like that. Everybody just want to be independent. And this mine. You know, you don't even hear nobody saying this is ours.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you when women going to start saying our. When y'all go get the motherfucking house. When y'all go get the motherfucking car. When y'all go get the... And move us in it.
But you
when you move us in it, if you hold the phone. If you move here, no, hold on, John, please, let me get this out. If you move here, in my mind, everything is mine. When I signed the lease, it was mine. When I put the furniture in, it was mine. This was my space. When you move in here, I'm trying. I've allowed you into my space. That's number one. Number two, it's still mine. Now, hold on. When you come up and say, hey, let's get a house. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that. Okay, let's open a joint account. Okay, we can do that. Now, this is our house. But the woman controls the tone. And she still controls the tone. So don't say no I, my. When we buy, it becomes ours.
That's bullshit. That means that's bullshit.
Because of society and how it
You right. You right, Saint. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something. That is how I truly was feeling probably. But I'm working on me. I've been fucking with me. I've been trying. You know that, Saint. I've been trying.
Well, y'all have food stamps and the government help y'all, or man in the house. Y'all chose the food
hold on. No, that's not. Okay, look what my baby 26. He said we chose the food stamps instead of the man.
Y'all chose free assistance over a man assisting y'all.
Hold
Next thing
on.
you know, that's when women rights came into play.
Hold on.
After women
Some
rights
women
came
have
into
no
play, then that's when
choice.
the activism and the
Thank
feminism
you.
started.
Right,
When
sister.
everything went
Some women
downhill.
have no choice.
Y'all ain't
When a
ready for
man,
no female president. As much as we love women in power, a woman in power is not gonna. It's not gonna get it. It's not gonna get it.
But they not gonna let it get it.
They ain't like
Yeah,
now.
she can get it,
It's not gonna get
but
it.
they not gonna let it get it. But
Well, a lot of the problems is women don't know how to date. Women don't know how to decide what kind of man is worth them laying down and procreate. And men,
You
right,
men
Right.
don't know how to
It's just like
determine
me. How
what
you know
kind of
how?
woman is worthy of receiving their seed. Yeah, that's our biggest problem. We keep on dating from the waist down. That's one
It
of the
ain't wrong doing.
primary problems that exist in our culture. Too many times we just have an attraction that's waist level down.
Well,
About
Show a
marriage.
concern for the
My
neck
mama
up.
told you about marriage.
It's
She said,
waist
my mama
level
said it's
down.
good to get married.
Why is it waist level
It's good to
down?
get married, but don't depend on no man.
because
It,
But
uh,
both of them contradict each other.
because you being driven by
Yeah, you read that
impulses.
where I'm
wait a
going.
Uh,
minute.
Cause her mama ain't know.
yeah,
Her
you
mama
going
ain't know
into the
nothing to her though.
relationship being driven, being
I ain't
guided
got
by
no
your lower
house.
nature.
What you
It's an
finna have cooked
impulse.
up?
It's instinctual.
That's the hair on the plate. Yeah, but I said I was talking about this the other night. We bitches stay frowned up so much we don't even want a nigga smiling at us. We don't even want to let a nigga open up the door for us. What the fuck wrong with us?
That's
It's
why.
society.
And then another thing, I done seen a whole bunch of women broke down on the side of the road, and I done pulled over to try to help them, and they thought I was trying to holler at them. So now I just pass a black woman ass up.
Yep.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
most of the
Yep.
time it's the
Well,
black
hell,
women
You
that
know
act
what?
like a nigga
Angel did.
trying to take their purse.
you
But
know
I
what?
ain't gonna go there. We gonna stay on topic. But most black women are not even capable of receiving uh uh
Can y'all hear him?
affection. Not even capable of
But you gotta
receiving
think about how these
uh
black women are taught.
acts of
A
love
man gonna always
and
want something from you.
compassion, because most of the time uh most black women too goddamn apprehensive. They too hostile. They can't even receive genuine love because they so stuck and arrested in their past. They so consumed by what doesn't happen opposed to what is happening. They more concerned about shit that's in their past than things that's in their present.
That's true.
You're right.
Well,
it's that. So how do we combat that, guys? How do we like separate ourselves from an individual like on that first date instead of like what do we stick to the subject of topic instead of going into ourselves? And another thing is should we drink on that first date?
Who
who
can
can
answer that
answer
for
that for
you?
you?
That's a
That's a
question
question
you got
you
to
got to
answer for
answer
you.
for you.
If
If
drinking on
drinking
that
on that
first
first
date is
date is
conducive and
conducive
accepting who
and
you
who
are,
you
then
are,
you
then
drink
you
on
drink
that
on that
first
first.
date. You understand? See, some women ain't gonna never have a husband. Some women don't qualify to be married. Yeah, some women ain't qualified for a man to marry them. Some men ain't qualified for a woman to marry. Just because you got a female anatomy don't mean you qualified for a man to marry you. And just because you have a male anatomy don't mean you qualify for a woman to marry you.
That's true.
Just because people exist and desire something don't mean you provide their desires.
I agree with that.
Period. Somebody in the comments said, I don't want to share roles. Do what you supposed to do. I'm gonna do what I supposed to. We don't have to share roles.
I bet you they lonely. I bet you they ain't got nobody. Yeah, whoever that is, I bet you they ain't got nobody.
Boy, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
I'd be willing to bet you they don't have nobody. Especially if it's a woman. And
And
if
if
it's
it's
a
a
man,
man,
I
I
hope
hope.
if it's a man, I hope he don't want to share no role. But if it's a woman talking like that, she's a battered woman.
She
Adam.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. I never thought of it that way. I'm happy we have these conversations because sometimes I go into things blind and not thinking of the other person's perspective. You know what I mean? I mean, we just see the outcome of people, but we don't know why they are the way they are. So does that mean we only is out for something ourselves?
Most
Most
people
people
are.
are.
And
And
most
most
people
people.
full of shit. And most people don't want what they say they want. Yeah, most people full of shit. Most people don't want what they say they want. Most people actually want the opposite of what they say they want.
And most people have impulses. Like I have impulses. And I had to tell my husband, stop getting everything I say. I don't really be wanting that shit, but at the time I do. But that too shall pass.
Karen, he said he is a man and he is
Well, tell him to come on the tape. Drop the link so he can come in here and talk. Because I can't read all them texts. But I don't know what a man would be talking about not sharing roles anyway.
He's saying black women the only ones want to share roles.
Some don't.
Let a dog die alone. Yes, everything on this earth die alone. So Lewis, get a dog, let a dog die alone. Hey, everything on this earth die alone. If
So
you
what's...
think you gonna die with somebody,
oh, here goes the shit. Sorry. So what's the role? What we came up with?
we trying to get some women to. I mean, because
okay. Maybe if y'all tell us y'all role, then that'll give us a blueprint to go off of to create our own role. Y'all, hold on, ladies. Y'all get a pen and a piece of paper.
you can't change the subject. I already talked about the roles of a man. Go back and put it on repeat. It's on one of them previous videos. But today we ain't focusing on the men. We focusing on the women.
All right.
I know women real clever about shifting the narrative and changing the direction of the conversation. That ain't gonna happen today.
Well, go in there. You want to go get on there? Go get on y'all phone. Y'all fucking coming in here fucking with me and my thing. Go and get your own thing. Shit. No.
Gotta love our kids.
What's up with it, Alma?
That's right. We just trying to get an understanding.
You just pulled up.
Yeah, y'all breaking up wherever y'all at. Y'all got a bad reception. But whoever that is in the chat talking about Charleston, I don't have a Charleston fixation. When I ain't around Charleston, I ain't thinking about Charleston. I don't want to talk about Charleston. So if you got Charlestonitis, go on over there on Charleston page and be entertained by Charleston. This ain't about Charleston. This is about the responsibilities of a wife to her husband and a girlfriend to her boyfriend. Man, I don't want to hear nothing about Charleston. Every news feed I go through got something on there about Charleston. We trying to talk about something that's going to be productive in our lives, something that's going to help us help ourselves. Man, we ain't stuck on no goddamn Charleston. I'm trying to figure out how to buy some food stamps. Yeah, you talking about some Charleston, man. Ain't nobody thinking about Charleston. Yeah, I just seen somebody I don't care nothing about what Charleston was caught doing, man. I'm trying to focus on what I need to do, what we need to be doing, how we can right our situation. The hell with Charleston, man. The group bigger than the individual.
Yeah. That's the problem now, focusing on what needs to be done and what we should be doing and not shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, so whoever that is, you might need to go pray. Yeah, go pray and go fast and ask that the consumption of Charleston be removed from your mind. Because, you got Charlestonitis. Say, we don't, it must be contagious. We ain't trying to catch it. But we trying to figure out what's the responsibility. Matter of fact, man, let's get on up off here. We'll come back and dialogue about the men this week. Since y'all want to hear something about the men, we'll come back and have us a conversation about the men. And on that note, I'm gonna say thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of Uncomfortable Conversation. Sometimes we might debate, sometimes we might argue, but one thing we gonna do is have the conversation. We try to have the conversation from a resolutionary perspective. I think the end of this week,
we gonna recap a whole, cause we done talked about a whole lot of stuff. We done had a whole lot of topics, and a whole lot of people feel they respond to topics better in retrospect. So we're gonna go back to come forward. We're gonna go back and touch bases on every topic we done talked about, and we're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna come on without a topic. No, we just gonna talk about all the previous topics. So yeah, you can go back and look at some of the videos, some of the conversations we done had, and we can come back and rehab those conversations to try to establish more of understanding as it pertains to them. And on that note, I'm rocking out, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
All right, my boy.
Bye, y'all.